Aaron, count us down from 90.
90, 89.
We're live, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Punch Drunk Sports, you dumb fucks. Ari is doing something. What is it you're doing in there, Ari?
I'm eating a avocado and egg.
Now, I've noticed you've always historically chosen the hours between 11 and 1 to eat your lunch and take shits and showers.
It's 2 and 4. It's right when I wake up.
Yeah, you must be a very, very busy man. If this is the only window you have to eat, shit, and shower.
Well.
Oh, good. Food in his mouth. Yeah? Whoa.
It's not the only window, but it's definitely a window.
Uh-huh. Or the other option is that you are always just shitting and showering. Like, that's all that you do is shower, shit, and eat. Like 24 hours a day.
That seems more likely.
Just rotating it all in a circle.
Yeah, I mean, I can't jizz on this show anymore because of fucking Johnny's fucking thoughts of what I'm allowed to do.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel.
Not me.
Mike.
I welcome it. I welcome your jizz on the show.
Mike and Bill Burr and Magical get mad every time you come on the fucking show.
Who would have thought that Bill Burr was the one censoring my coming?
Bill Burr, yeah, it's him.
Yeah. All those guys they get mad when you come in their studio and all over their stuff and on their YouTube
It's
channel.
almost suspicious how much they don't like cum. I mean, it's like...
I don't trust a guy that doesn't let you come all over his stuff.
Yeah. I mean...
Like, what are you hiding? Yeah.
Bleach? Does that hurt anybody?
No. It's good for your skin. It's good for...
It's natural.
It's a natural body action.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Do you guys also use jizz as a lubricant? Like save it in a puddle and then like for the next jizz?
I use it as a broth. I use it for everything.
Jizz, it's the wonder lube. It's wonder lube.
Jizz, the white gravy.
The other white.
The other white gravy. Okay, now it's pretty early for us to already have the title of the episode. The other white gravy, everybody. Nanny will be here in a little bit. Sammy Tripoli just did Syracuse Funny Bone, I believe. And with Eddie Bravo, yeah. And so he's spending some time at home. So if you are in the 413 Cortland, New York, throw a snowball at his house. If it's snowing up there, probably isn't. Snowed in Denver, though, this weekend. Denver, who did they play? Rams? No, they didn't play the Rams. Raiders. I forget who they played. But they snow in their game. Field covered in snow. 25 degrees, field covered in snow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, it looks like football when that happens. Football really is that snowy fucking, you know.
Yeah.
That
Football's a cold weather sport.
They played the Rams, you're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, guess here. Yeah, Rams, yeah. Kickoff time. You can sit here if you want. Yes.
What's up, bitch?
We were just talking about you right before the show started. Ari had some comments about...
All nice stuff, I'm sure.
Oh, it was super nice. Well, it brings up a question we want to ask you.
Yes.
When you were giving birth, did you have A, one orgasm, B, multiple orgasms, C, so many orgasms, I'm definitely trying to get pregnant again?
Why do you guys think that birth was an enjoyable experience?
Well, because Ari brought up a good point where he's like, she's probably late because she's probably getting a bunch of cock thrown in her right now. And we were like, she loved giving birth to that baby because it was like just a giant cock.
No, it was horrible. I would suggest nobody goes through labor.
So C, all the above.
Wait,
D,
is
all
it
the
horrible
above.
because like sometimes when you orgasm and you're like that's enough and
Like
the guy keeps going.
Because you just can't.
It's too intense of an orgasm.
You can't stop coming.
Yeah, that's it. It was just a 26-hour orgasm that I loved the whole
26
time.
hours? Oh, fuck.
26 hours?
We knew it, man. This fucking slut whore.
You called it.
Dude, they need their pussies filled all the time.
Yep.
They
Even
keep
if it's...
stuffing it up.
You ever think about shoving like a trash can in there or anything?
Yeah, or a recycle bin, then move to a trash can. One of those to take to the corner kind of thing.
Yeah. And then only the wheels will be hanging out of it, so you can move around like R2-D2.
0.3%
Dude, you know
of
how
women.
like, Homer Simpson had to keep getting crazier and crazier in order to like still seem crazy? So that's what these slut whores do. They start with like low, it's somebody's fingers. Then they go to like Nick Diaz. Then they go to like a fat Jew cock. And then it's up from there. Then baby. Then you're right. Recycle bin.
Is the Jew fat or the cock fat? The fat Jew cock. Is it the Jew that's fat or the cock that's fat, Ari?
The cock that's fat.
Okay.
Fuck redneck in North Carolina has never met a Jew before he moved to LA.
0.3% of women. We had 2 Jews at my high school. 0.3%
Wait, is that
of
a
women.
fat?
0.3% of women orgasm during birth.
I wish. Like,
0.3%.
0.3?
Yeah. So
That's way lower than I thought. I thought it was going to be like 99%.
it is a thing though.
There's one dumb chick that takes too many like epidurals and then she can't come. But then the rest of them all are just, it's just,
no.
I mean, you're definitely squirting.
No.
Like
Well,
blood and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it was like your water, your amniotic fluid. You're
Yeah.
squirting it out everywhere.
It's a wonder
See?
anybody has a baby.
She just admitted she squirted
The
during.
whole time I was like, I'm not excited about how this thing has to come out of me. I was like, either way. Like, I don't like any of it.
Do you ever think about getting sawed in half above where the baby's head would be, and then they can just like, pull the baby out of your body?
I
and
was
shit?
like screaming when it was happening.
And then
yes,
you're
so I
out?
was like, cut her out. But I get that what you're saying, like, kill me.
You were saying,
Yeah.
you were
Yeah,
saying
you were
cut her
calling
out.
I was like, cut her out. You're not helping me. I was screaming like
That's
that.
He was
amazing.
screaming like this. Oh, fuck me, baby. Fuck me.
Fuck me, baby. Fuck me, baby. What was the meanest shit you said during giving birth, childbirth?
I don't remember because I would like black out and then I would apologize after. Jeff was just telling my aunt about it this weekend. He was like, she was like so mean, and then she'd be like, I'm so sorry, I'm a really nice person, but like you're not helping.
What drugs were you on other than cum?
They give you some kind of narcotic, but I don't know what it is.
Uh-huh.
But that was like until I got the epidural, so I don't remember.
But it
what
doesn't
was.
make you like loopy like dentist medicine and shit. You know when you go to the
No, it
dentist and
just
you're
like
doing
numbs
saying
you for a
dumb
little
shit.
bit. No.
You didn't say anything like embarrassing.
No, I was just mad at them because I didn't understand why they want to just cut her out of me. It's not like C-sections are that big of a deal.
Does the baby get high too? How does that work?
No. Well, yes, but they only give it to you for an hour and a half in case the baby comes like at any time. So an hour and a half is nothing. I would just start screaming when it would wear off. Like, that wasn't long enough.
Were you saying mean shit to Jeff?
No. I was like him and my mom. I just wanted them to like yell at the doctors. I was like, they're not helping. Well, Jeff wouldn't give me water. They wouldn't give me water in case they had to give me a C-section. So it was like 26 hours of
Why?
no water. I don't know. They want your stomach empty?
Yes, any surgery.
water.
You can't. I don't know why though.
Yeah, I don't get it.
No,
And
pop harder when you're on an empty stomach. You don't know anything about women.
But I was so
a-
hungry. They say like you're
You
not
don't
going to
think
be hungry. You're not going to be thinking about it. I was dying in pain, but I was so hungry. I wanted tacos, and I was so
Cock, right?
thirsty.
I
And-
could see you giving birth just sitting there murdering tacos.
Yeah, I was
Afterward
like,
taco. Jackfruit,
please
it's
give
the
me
trendy
ice
taco.
chips because there was ice, but Jeff wouldn't give me ice, so I got mad at him about that. I was like, please just give me like a piece of ice. I'll
How-
do anything.
Can you imagine tacos?
Yeah,
and
you already did
childbirth?
everything.
The smell of that.
I bet
room.
that fucking Jew Jeff was like, the ice they charge for the machine. I mean, we should. It's a quarter every time. Come on.
I listen to on All Things Comedy podcast network. Plug. Dennis O'Neill's new episode of their show, and they tell the craziest story about. Do you listen to it?
I'm listening to it right now. on the
Okay,
way
I
over.
won't spoil it for you.
No, it's fine. Tell.
It's just about this monkey that's driving a bus.
Oh, I heard that part already.
Fuck me, man.
I thought you
was
were going to
laughing
say the ghost
so hard.
lady because that's crazy.
Well, that's crazy too, but they've touched on that before.
Yeah.
That's sort of a callback to that story, but listen to that. It's pretty fucking funny. They're like, I don't even know what country it is. Some country. This monkey gets on a bus. Monkey gets
Yeah.
on a bus, and like they're like, your monkey's got to get to the back of the bus. And the monkey's like, I get in the back of the bus, man. This ain't 1940, motherfucker. And then cut to a little bit later, the monkey's actually driving the bus. And all these people had these videos of this monkey driving the bus. He was driving it pretty good. And then the guy that let the monkey drive the bus got in like all kinds of trouble.
What the fuck?
I'd love a monkey driving me on a bus.
Maybe he was scared of the monkey too.
I don't know,
How are you
but
going to say no to a monkey?
that monkey wasn't getting on the back of the bus.
That's what I mean. That's monkey.
He's like the
scary.
Rosa
He
Parks of
calls the
monkeys
rules.
on buses. Look it up. Just,
Did you see that guy that shot that family of baboons? He finally quit his job. But do you know what I'm talking about at all?
no.
Yeah, there's this guy that was like he's a
Real
commissioner.
baboons, or is that a racial thing you're saying there?
Yeah, that's the metaphor we're using here every day.
He's a commissioner of wildlife or some shit in Idaho, and he sent this email bragging to his friends like, "Oh, I killed an entire family of baboons," and he's just holding up like the head of the little baby and stuff. And he had to quit his job this week.
Commissioner of Wildlife, what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
That means he
Hold on, I'll show you.
just goes around killing animals, or he's supposed to be like
No,
liking
he's
animals?
supposed to like manage
Save them.
hunting licenses and shit like that.
Oh, okay. Where the hell do you even find baboons? Probably the zoo.
I was like, other than the zoo.
The zoo would be the easiest place to go hunting now that I think about it.
Look at this.
Oh, that's a lot of baboons.
Yeah, he killed a whole family, little baby
Oh, he
there
looks
and
like a
everything.
guy that would kill baboons.
He's stoked about it too. He's thrilled. Anybody with that mustache, I have questions about. You know, the
Yeah, you get that little fucking
waxing it
evil
like
kind of
that.
mustache.
Yeah.
Something's up. You're either like a real fucking shady landlord or you're a guy that kills baboons.
Look at the little. You see the little baby one there in the front? Oh God. Dude.
Well, that's the one that had to get killed. You know when that mama baboon gave birth to that, she came so hard.
It was slow. he used arrows too. He's got arrows there. It wasn't like he rifled these things. So think about they were hiding, and then he had to stalk them and hold them down. And
I mean, I understand if like you accidentally kill one with your car and then it turns out to be pretty fun, so you start swerving all over the jungle and killing a bunch of them. But arrows, that seems like a lot of work. Now you got to pull an arrow out of a fucking baby baboon. This show's taking a weird turn with those baby baboons.
It really is. I like it, but I'm tentative.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't want to get the baboon community mad at me. You start
We
saying
have a lot
enough,
of animal activists.
you say a
that
lot
listen
of
to the
enough
show.
crazy shit, and next thing you know, we got baboons calling in, yelling at us and shit. Shut up, baboon. Don't make me get old Arrow Johnson on you. Ari, what are your thoughts on baseball right now? It's heating up. Dodgers down 2-1. Boston,
Dodgers down 2-1.
Boston up 2-1.
I've
Oh, 1-1. That's right. They
inherited as my root for team as the Dodgers. I mean, no one can really root against the Brewers. It's really no one can really root against the Brewers. But I've always sort of had a soft spot in my heart for the Dodgers. They've always been an underachieving team. So I'd like to see them do it, but who knows? Plus, I might be there for the World Series, so it'd be nice to
the
go.
Dodgers.
I kind of want. Here's the thing: if it's Houston and Milwaukee, network executives are going to jump out of the fucking 50th floor because of how terrible the ratings for that is. It's a terrible market game. Now,
I mean,
Boston,
LA,
Los Angeles is what they want.
Yeah.
Sam might even say that that Clintons may fix this, so that'll happen.
I mean, if they really wanted to fix it, it'd be New York, LA.
Yeah.
Every
That's
year.
True. That's true. That is
Every
true.
year, yeah.
All right,
Or
now,
maybe New York.
Ari, Johnny was asking
They have
you.
not quite as good.
Johnny was asking you, but I didn't really hear your answer because we were getting ready to start the show, and I was beating off. But because I can't beat off on camera in here anymore. Jeez.
Well, thanks, Bill Burr. Thanks, Bertolini.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy
Thanks for the studio.
Specials.
Wait, were you really talking about that? Because I walked in and Brenton said Ari's pissed he can't come all over everything. You'll hear it.
Yeah, we were talking
And I
about that.
forgot about that actually.
We were talking about that.
Okay. Brenton's misconstruing what I was saying. It's not all over everything. It's just
A lot of things.
here and there.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm cover it all. I'm just everything's in play.
That
How
would
much
take too
time do
long,
they
huh?
think you have? I
Yeah.
mean, Jesus Christ.
Nobody- Or how much time?
Right.
I mean,
Just get a little bit on Aaron's keyboard, a couple of the microphones.
I just remember how Ari did jack off in studio and I gave him lotion. It used to be such a different show.
We fucked donuts on this show. And then you
that
ate
wasn't
it.
that long ago.
yeah, that was
That wasn't
that was like
here.
last year, right?
Yeah.
That was at the other place.
I might have been pregnant actually. Might have been
Whoa,
that
what?
recently.
That-
Oh, what if you got pregnant from?
Oh, my God.
That's not how it
Oh,
works.
It
it's
can
in the air
happen.
like
No,
peanuts. You
it
can't
has
have
happened.
peanuts on the plane if you're allergic.
None of you
One of the
came.
three of us could be the dad of the fight
None
baby.
of you came, and that's not how it works.
No,
via
it is.
mouth.
There was some girl in Africa who got stabbed in the stomach, and she had swallowed jizz, and it went into her.
Okay, but I wasn't stabbed in the stomach.
You're obviously
parts.
stabbed somewhere. You had a baby.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, the way that baby making works. That's how my baby was created.
I think we should get.
Not a hole in the
I think
stomach.
all three of
Paternity
us
test.
should have to take a paternity test.
So, could be.
Okay, go ahead. and
You said that's
pay
right
for
when
that.
right around when you got pregnant.
No, I just was saying that's how recently that was.
By the way, have you watched the video that Sam was so excited to be fucking that donut? Man, he was really thrilled about that.
I haven't seen it, but
It's a-
yeah,
it's a funny.
Maybe
he
Sam
was-
loves fucking
I-
donuts.
yeah, I don't think I've
That's
ever
fine.
seen that happy.
Sam loves fucking food. I told that story on the show about Jarvis, right? What's that?
That was a fun fuck. That donut.
Yeah. We pulled a train on a fucking jelly donut.
I miss the days we had donuts in the studio. Can we bring that back?
I mean,
Yeah.
oh no, haven't you been in the green room? There's 700 taco shells in there.
Well, where's the meat?
I don't know. That's all that's in there.
Right here, bitch.
Open up the fridge. There's like a gallon of milk, and then you
Well
look over
done.
where the donuts usually are, and it's just 700 taco
There's
shells.
no water. I was looking for water.
One time when I was going to Vegas, we were doing the Naughty Show. I was in a car with Skippy Simon, that can be a long car ride sometimes. He's one of those guys that talks a lot, you know. Yeah. And he goes, "Hey, bring us a couple taco shells. Get yourself one too, Aaron." And
Hi.
hey, what's up?
How are you?
All right, good.
Hi. I got excited. I thought she was our guest.
No, I'm so sorry.
Well, thanks for the tease.
Oh, hey, daughter.
Hey, daughter. We're talking about how babies are made.
Oh, I don't know.
So we should have to get a paternity test for the three of us. Because we found out we might be the dad. Are you recording right now? Yeah, we're recording.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh, that's great. You're
No,
great.
we're-
You're great. Jessica Michelle Singleton, everybody.
It's
And
all
Mike,
good.
who won't let us come in the studio.
Yeah, it's really corporate around here now.
I know.
Aaron, you're so nice. Thank you.
Can't even beat
Oh,
off in
wow.
here anymore.
What a guy.
Well, you guys have refreshments over here.
But Skippy, so we're on this
Oh, yeah.
long
Okay.
car ride, and Skippy Simon's one of those guys who always has like crazy weird hookups. You know, he's one of those guys. Oh, my friend
Like
works at this
connections
place.
or-
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Or he knows all the deals, where to get free breakfast on certain days.
I
and
like
all
that
kinds
kind of
shit
guy.
like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're on our way to Vegas. We're kind of running a little late, but not too late. And he's like, "Oh, if you make a left here," and we're like, "Desert, middle of nowhere." This is a 100% true story. There's a taco shell factory about 6 or 7 miles that way, and you can eat all the taco shells you want for $1.
Who wants just
What the
tacos?
fuck?
I know, we're gonna go an hour and a half out of our way and just to eat taco shells for $1?
That's really
Like,
weird.
what the fuck? Who the fuck knows that shit?
That's
Taco
somebody who's-
shells.
I could see like maybe fresh like flour tortillas, but why a taco shell?
Yeah, and I just pictured just like the biggest warehouse you would ever imagine, and it's just boxes and boxes and boxes of just
the
regular
weirdest thing I've ever
fucking.
heard.
They're basically just big Doritos,
That's true. Yeah.
whatever they are.
Yeah.
No, it's the same
But
thing.
not
right?
even flavored. Like Doritos are better.
Yeah. So I'm just all three of us are just sitting outside the car, just salting boring ass fucking taco
Yeah.
shells and just.
But what
eating.
you think they're just giving away like the old ones or something? What's going
It's
on?
like
Or
a taco-
broken shells.
Maybe it's like a taco shell, Sam's Club.
Stop.
You can get a couch made out of taco shells.
would you
It's
need it?
awesome. It's awesome. So,
Sounds
All
like
right.
a good field trip for us next time we go out to Vegas.
you've been watching the NLCS, ALCS?
Yeah, I watched yesterday. Dodgers had bases loaded with 1 out. They struck out 14 times. At that point, they had struck out 12 times. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2 straight strikeouts. That Turner guy struck out 4 times in Game 1. He had a chance to tie it or win it in the 9th on Game 1, but he struck out his 4th time. Like, they are hitting on a
He won Game
low
2.
level.
He basically won Game 2 for him. Yep.
Yeah, he needed it because he needed to redeem himself. 'Cause
Well, that's pretty
4
much
strikeouts in the game is
that's pretty
not
much
great.
the only hit he's had in the postseason. Well, not in the postseason, but in this series.
All he needs is a good, well-timed one.
He had a hit last night too. Or the
I
last-
have
last
no
game.
a real dog in this fight, other than I don't want the Red Sox.
Well, dude, now come on now.
But
We
I don't-
have said that Sam and Dana talk so much shit.
That's
that-
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Other than Sam and Dana have talked so much shit to me during the Cubs' demise that it forces you to want to root against them.
Me too with the Braves, man. That's
Because all that's foreshadowing. When someone's like, you suck, you're getting texts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you're like, oh, all this means is if you do win the World Series, you're never going to shut the fuck up about it. You're going to be a
Tripoli?
female Eric Marino, Tripoli
Yeah.
and Dana.
and Dana.
Oh, Marino's the worst.
Well, that's what they're foreshadowing they're going to be. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. I mean, I felt I handled us winning the World Series like a gentleman.
He did.
I wasn't throwing it in people's face.
He
You're in
did.
the same division. You're my rival.
Fucking hate him. And he was still
I was-
gracious
you
about
know what
it.
I mean? I mean, granted, it took my entire life times 3 almost to get it. But I'm really starting to get the feeling if the Dodgers win the World Series, Sam and Dana might become unmanageable. They might become difficult to deal with. Right?
Yeah.
That's my only dog in the fight.
They
But I'm
still-
not actively rooting against the Dodgers. I'm just more worried
I
if
am.
the Dodgers do win, it's going to be a difficult situation.
They still show that Kirk Gibson home run like it was yesterday,
No
and like
shit.
it was Game 7. It was Game 1.
Dude, I went to the second game of the divisional round, and they
forgot
showed
that
that
was game
highlight
1.
4 times during the game.
Yeah.
The Gibson home.
I mean, it was pretty cool. Eckersley was
It's-
untouchable. We were
it's
talking
awesome,
about it with Burrow
yeah.
last night.
It's awesome.
How their fucking closer is like, he's like, you got to be up 2 because their closer's always going to give up 1 on the Red Sox. But we're talking about Mariano Rivera being the most valuable Yankee of all time because he would just shut you down. And the only other guy like that was Eckersley.
I just found a new prank. There's a new studio prank, everybody.
Never thought to do that.
I don't know. I just looked at you and I felt like you needed something bad to happen to you.
The first thing I do when I come in is turn it down because you guys are so loud.
Ari was talking, and while you were talking, I cranked her headphones all the way as loud as it could be.
Prank. New prank.
New prank. That's a good one. I'm going to get Johnny with it a little bit later. I even just called my shot, too. Oh, he's going to be staring at that thing for the rest of the day. Oh, I'm not going to take my eyes off of that. I'm Johnny.
No, hearing damage is really funny. Let's do that.
I know. Well, so I was electrocuting your balls for 2 straight hours.
Hey, you agreed to that, though. You said...
Well, no, he did. That wasn't...
a goof.
No, it really was you're supposed to be wearing around your neck. I mean, because it's called a shot collar.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't wear a collar around your dick.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, some people do, but...
Yeah, but it wouldn't be called a collar.
But leave Justin Martindale.
It would be a
out of
ring.
Yeah,
in
don't
that case.
discriminate.
Justin Martindale out of it.
And then the other side, the ALCS, I don't really give a damn. I don't want Boston to win.
Those teams are so good, though. Man.
I don't want Boston to win.
But they should be in the World Series. Those 2 teams.
Maybe Houston, because then I get to see
think-
Kate Upton all the time.
Yeah. I think Houston. Oh yeah, exactly. The fucking over the hill Kate Upton. I think.
She's pregnant and fat right now.
Yeah, she's huge.
Oh yeah. Pregnant.
Well,
yeah.
I think of Ari all the time. Jeff showed me him the other day, and I said, "Oh, Ari's always said she's old and fat."
I don't like
and
her
I said
either.
I knew
Yeah.
she'd get real fat though, pregnant.
I've never been in there.
Yeah, those tits don't stay up in the tits. They fucking flow down.
You said she was over the hill when she was like 19. Though.
Also, she's got like a wide.
25.
Her torso is very
Oh,
wide.
she's really
25
pregnant.
now.
She's super
I
pregnant.
think so. She's 25 or 26 maybe.
Yeah.
Tops.
Yeah, she's
Never.
not. All right, how old is your girlfriend?
She's like a snowman or something. Look at that. Wow.
Jesus.
What? Doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, most of the time women draw makeup over the lips. She's actually drawing it, but under her lips to show how to try to cheat how fat her lips aren't.
Yeah, she's gonna blimp up.
She is going to blimp up. Jesus, she already is.
She already had that
Thank you,
smooth
Justin,
fat
her
quality.
plan.
She had that smooth fat
yeah,
quality.
Yeah. That's it.
That you're like, oh yeah, you look great at 24, but when you're 44, you are gonna be a plumper, a plump dumpling. But
How-
yeah,
How hard
how
not
old's his
smooth
girlfriend?
fat.
yeah, that's what I want to know. How old's your girlfriend, Ari?
28.
Look up how old Upton is.
Aaron just said 25.
Yes. Did you look it up?
No, I guess.
I thought she was 25 or 26.
I'm saying
When-
26. She's
first-
26. Yes.
Oh, you're dating an old maid, dog.
When she turns 30, is it over? Do you cut her off?
Oh yeah, she knows.
It's like Logan's Run. She just
Did she?
dies.
What was that movie with
awful.
Logan's Run. You die at 30.
Oh no, I was thinking of the one with
Oh.
Justin Timberlake.
In time.
Yeah, where they all have
Oh,
like
yeah.
time on their wrists, of like when they're gonna how much time they have left to live.
Yeah.
Now this is a woman.
This is a woman.
Oh
Emily Radikowski
Oh, yeah.
or whatever.
Radzikowski.
What is she
She's got
from?
arrested.
Entourage? Is
The
that what she's...
the blurred
No.
lines video was her big thing.
Yeah, whatever it is.
She's a thin woman with big boobies.
I don't like how skinny she is though.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with it.
Oh.
Emily Radikowski.
Radikowski.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, let me see. Let's see a picture of her. Let me see how. I'll call one up and see if she's fucking gross.
She's not gross. I think
Ari's
if I had to
standard.
bet Ari, I'd say you were in there.
I mean,
Emily.
everybody in this
Radikowski
room would
Ring.
fuck her,
Emily
including
Radikowski.
Nanny.
Okay. Let me see her pictures here.
Here we go. This ought to be fun.
Look at his critical thing.
You can't pull this off without laughing, motherfucker. Look at him.
Yeah, she looks pretty gross here. I'm gonna send you a fucking. I'm gonna send you the link. Can you? If I send you a link, can you put it up?
Yeah, it'll take a second, but I can.
What do I send it to on the Skype?
No, send it myself.
Send it to Johnny's cell. I'm sure.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sure
know,
this will
man.
be good.
She looks kind of fat, to be honest.
But how? She's so skinny. How could she be fat?
Dude, I don't
I
think
don't
you're.
know.
Are you?
You tell me.
She's
Yeah, it's sending right now.
Yeah. So indirectly, I'm rooting for the worst possible game, which is Houston and Milwaukee. Not worst possible game, but not the least sexy as far as like advertising goes and network executives want it to be, and ratings probably. Because of Kate Upton and Dana.
Do you find it ironic that Yasmani Grandal's position is catcher and he cannot do that?
Yeah, that's pretty weird, isn't it?
It's very strange.
I mean, he can't do that.
He's passed balls left and right.
Yeah, well, try having Sanchez on your team.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, he's the worst. He's just like a man on base. You're like, fuck. He's got to throw down the middle. That's the only choice they have. Yeah, she's a little thin, that Radikowski lady, actually.
A little too
picture looks pretty chubby, and this one she looks pretty fucking thin.
She's beautiful. Wait, I'm looking at the photo of her next to Amy Schumer. Is that the one you're talking about, Ari? Because I just opened the link you sent me.
Oh, fuck. I might have looked at the wrong one.
That's Amy Schumer on the left. Yeah, that's not.
Wait, is this?
Are you serious?
Bring that up if you could.
Wait, is he
It's up right
messing
now.
with
It's
us?
up right now, Ari.
Oh, shit. Okay. My bad. I wasn't. I was looking at the wrong. I thought she looked a little off.
Yeah, she's the one on the right. One on the left is Amy Schumer.
Oh, okay.
I love how they both.
Everybody talking about her as the hottest girl on the planet. I mean, she's not bad, but like.
She's not bad. Looks a little thick there.
I love how they both got arrested, but Amy Schumer looks like she's been arrested, and Emily over there. Just...
Yeah, but that's one of those things where they're
she's
like,
already wearing her jumpsuit.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
that's
By the
true.
way, I love how shitting on Amy Schumer for mugging for the camera while she's getting arrested. Like, what comedian do you know who would not be mugging for any camera ever?
Good point. That's a good point.
I mean, dude, I was on the fucking. I went to the Jets game on Sunday, and the Jets guy with a cape and stuff was like right nearby me, and me and my friend jumped up and tried to get behind him so we could get on the jumbotron. And I'm not even a Jets fan, so like,
Yeah.
give me a break. Of course, you're gonna try to get on camera if you're getting arrested. It's cool as fuck.
I just feel like her publicity, like her PR people got her arrested. They're like, she's going to be showing up at 10 p.m. and she's going to be on the front in a green jumpsuit, so please arrest her. This is the most we've talked about her in 2 years.
Is this Radikowski girl an actress or just a model?
I mean,
Does it matter? I mean, come on.
She hasn't
You're
done
right.
much acting.
It's not like I'm following her career. You're right. It doesn't matter. Jesus, sometimes she's too thin.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Funny.
yeah, I know.
Is too thin a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. She's
Yeah,
a model.
definitely.
She's a model and actress.
But don't they all say
they're
that?
And actresses.
Doesn't Tom Brady's business card say quarterback, model, actress? That game was great.
Yes, there we go, Johnny.
Yeah, she's good too, right?
Where?
Alexandra Daddario.
Yeah.
My word.
What's she been on?
She was in True Detective.
Besides
She was
some
she was what's his face's
side
girlfriend in
piece,
the
yeah.
first season of True Detective.
Oh, the side
Remember
girlfriend?
she got naked?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's real hot. Now I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, she's way.
That's the
Which
girl.
one?
The girl
Alex-
that hit it on Dave Taylor and he like gave her his number.
Alexandra
That was just Shannon Sossaman. Wait, who's this girl that you're talking
Alexandra Daddario. Ari, that's her name.
It spells like you think it would. I have no idea. That's not
It's,
fucking-
yeah, I mean,
it's like
you
the
know,
weirdest name.
Google's smart. It'll get it. It's Daddario.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I
They're
thought.
good.
Dude, I'm trying to find a good photo. She is. Trust me.
What? Oh, Google Images is not a good photo? All these photos is not a good photo?
Yeah,
There's 32 photos here. None of them are good photos. Then perhaps it's the woman.
I'll grant you that. Yeah, okay, you're right.
Fucking
Look- and
fat,
look-
ugly piece of shit. Maybe that'll be good in the
Whoa,
Midwest.
dude, she's not fat,
That ain't
dude.
fucking
She's
LA
not
hot.
fat. She's not fat.
Can I see where?
Hold on,
Gross.
she's not fat. Come on.
All right, what's the name of the girl
She's
that
like super thin.
Dave Taylor fucked up?
Shannon
Shannon
Sussman.
Sossaman, yeah.
What is she from?
She was in one of those.
Nice.
Rules of Attraction.
Yeah, nice deal. She was in that movie with Josh Hartnett or whatever. Where he stopped jerking off for a
40
month.
days.
Yeah,
before
there you
it
go.
ends,
That's what that's about.
Yeah, and he
That's like
starts,
No
sober
sex.
October
and
for
he
your
starts
dick.
dating her, and she's so hot, and he like has to
Yeah.
resist hooking up.
And
with
she
her.
like
It's the whole
she
movie.
rubs a feather on his like belly and stuff. It's so
Yeah.
gross. It's
Yeah.
Why does
just disgusting.
Why does he not? Why didn't you just go like fuck it? Daddy's got a spray.
Because he's an asshole. That's what it is.
Wasn't it like
Right.
he's a player and he's like at the Theo Von, like he's like I can't spray out because
What, Josh Hart?
yeah in the
Hartnett?
movie because he's like it's too big of a player so he
Oh
thinks he
yeah, that's
needs
what it
to,
is.
like,
Yeah,
stop
wait, so
hooking
all the
up.
movie, like you go back and watch those movies all suck.
and they were so
All
big
those
in the
like late
90s,
'90s movies,
yeah.
they all suck. Those late '90s romantic comedies.
Yeah.
They're garbage.
Most romantic comedies suck.
Yeah, but like I think we take for granted now how realistic movies have become, like realistic acting and realistic plot.
Yeah.
And those late 90s movies are stupid.
I heard something.
I think like 40-Year-Old Virgin was the first of the kind of new wave of.
What was that podcast? Was kind of like Making a Murder?
Serial.
There's a new. Somebody told me about this the other day. There's a new podcast, and I listened to a couple episodes, and it really is good for all you sports fans out there. Called Gladiator, and all of it is just like Serial. You know, I don't even know, 12 episodes or something, but it's all about Aaron Hernandez.
No way.
And they go super deep on
12 episodes?
Whatever, 8, 12, something like that. I listened to the first two. Like from what time he was a child all the way till, you know, he dies in prison. All the shootings that he did. And they studied his brain. And they said that after he died that he had more CTE injuries than any other NFL player's brain that they studied so far.
Well, it just came out this week too, today maybe even, that he was beaten and sexually abused as a child. That was from the Spotlight team at the Globe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, beaten and abused. So he had CTE plus a history of abuse.
Love and cock.
Yeah, in a homosexual relationship.
Yeah, they say that he got beaten, and I mean that's interesting because they did say that he had a gay relationship in jail, and whether that's true or not, you got to think how he bookended his life. Getting beaten and fucked as a child, and then getting beaten and fucked in prison.
Bam.
Symmetry to that, yeah.
I got to call that Gladiator guy and put this in his podcast. All right, before we get into some NFL action, what do you got? Where are you going to be? We got a lot of stuff to plug. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pipes.
Yeah, I am going to be at O'Neill's wedding on October 20th. That should be interesting.
Yeah, keep going, and I'm going to beat that out after we're done with dates out of the gates.
Okay. I got a Danish and O'Neill are helping me run a live reading of Shooter, my screenplay I wrote in college, November 11th at the Bell House in New York City. And I'm doing my Ari Shaffir Jew at two more. Ari Shaffir Jew at the Comedy Store, November 6th, voting day.
Oh, cool.
And storytelling show in Phoenix, October 27th. Scary Stories in honor of Halloween. Please dress up if you can. Dress up in honor of Halloween and the Halloween stories.
Who at what is that?
ATC Festival.
Yeah, no. I just heard feedback in it. And who's all on that one?
It's always those shows are always surprise lineups.
Okay.
Storytelling show.
Well, I could take a few guesses. And I know one of them.
I know who it's not anyway.
Yeah. I'll be at the Comedy Store this week. I will be at the All Things Comedy Festival next week, Friday, Saturday.
Is that next week? Fuck off.
Saturday at the Pop-Up Studio, 4 to 5:30 is the live Punch Drunk. Where
Live Punch Drunk, 4 to 5:30 Saturday.
4 to 5:30. We'll have several guests, ranging from Danish and O'Neill to whoever else is available at the time. But one guest we're definitely having is Steve Renazizi, as he will be performing his 9/11 gay porn. I think it starts in New York City.
we got a little preview of him getting fucked when I destroyed his fantasy football team this week by 60 points.
Also, December 25th is Christmas, and next September is my birthday. So those are my dates. And I'm at the Tempe Improv next Saturday night. So if anybody's around there for that show, that's where I'll be, fuckers, at the All Things Comedy Festival. Of course. Nanny, Johnny, do you guys have anything you'd like to plug? Maybe a shout out to your baby?
No.
I know she's got something to plug.
Does she listen to our podcast?
That whole nice. John.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
yeah,
it.
actually, because I listen to podcasts all day, every day. So.
No, I mean like with headphones on her head and just like sitting there and staring out the window and just thinking about shit.
Not yet.
It's gonna be weird when she's like old enough to like find podcasts and listen to them after we're all dead in 4 years, and then hear all the shit that we talked about her
seriously,
as a baby.
What if she misses me and her dad and like goes down that rabbit hole? It's so bad.
I know, like she's in college and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna listen to this."
Are you like less likely now to eat dick donuts and stuff because you have a child?
No, I have to be myself.
Okay, good. That's good.
She has to love me.
What do you think she feeds her baby? Milk? Come on, bro. That's a dick donut eating baby if I've ever seen one. So O'Neill's wedding's right around the corner. I assume you're going.
Getting
Yes.
married. What a bad idea.
Well, they've been together forever. Are there going to be falcons at this wedding?
Oh my God, there should be.
There should be. Yeah, falconers is in favor of the in honor of the guy looking down on heaven, the falconer that couldn't be there.
Well, it's just because he had a falcon growing up. Is it going to be at a motel?
It's at a brewery.
That makes sense, but I would imagine it would be in a courtyard of a motel.
How
brewery,
cool would it be?
really?
How cool would it be to have a ring falcon instead of a ring bearer?
Oh. That would be cool. Wow. Fly
I
it
don't
in.
think I would stop laughing if that's what happens.
What if
Like,
it just? What if you
I
couldn't get
would-
it to come down and it gets spooked? And the fucking rings don't come down. That would be great.
Oh my God.
How long of a roast will Jeff's best man speech be? That'll be the funniest best man speech ever said, probably. Right?
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Is this a small affair or big affair?
Small.
I imagine pretty small.
And no kids are allowed, so we're definitely going to bring Max and just like see how that goes.
No children allowed. That's a good move.
That happens a lot because I nanny a lot of weddings where they're just like, we pay me to
That's
watch,
the
like,
move,
15
yeah.
kids and you make so much money. and
Nobody wants to see a bunch
wants
of kids. Yeah,
Yeah,
they dance and take.
It's-
Fuck.
yeah, I think
children.
it's a good rule. And they cry, they're loud,
Yeah,
they
fuck.
throw food, they're bad.
Fuck them.
Kids are the worst.
No offense.
You
Not your
have a
baby.
good baby.
Yeah, your baby is.
Your
We're
baby's
not
very
talking about
cute.
your baby, of course. Yeah, but
baby's
all
very
the other
cute.
babies,
But I agreed that she shouldn't be allowed at weddings.
or anywhere really, right? Except your house.
I had a buddy of mine.
She's quiet though. You guys have seen her bring her places. She doesn't really do anything.
No, she's very cute, very quiet. She has a good temperament.
Yeah, keep
Buddy of
those
mine,
socks right in your mouth.
buddy of mine has a 1-year-old, and I was hanging out at his house, and him and his wife, and then like a 1-year-old is a lot of work. I didn't even really think about it that much till I watched 2 adults in their 30s have to deal with a 1-year-old nonstop.
Yeah.
Like your baby, you can at least like throw her in the fridge and forget about her for a while.
I actually said that to her today. I was like, I'm embracing these last few days of like you not crawling around everywhere.
You just leave her like
Yeah.
on the corner of the street and just go take a nap and then come back and get her. She'll probably be right there.
Right. Which is what
You
I
can
do.
put. Can't you like tie him to stuff like?
Tie them to stuff?
Yeah.
What do you mean tie?
Like the hood of a car or something.
Yeah, like a
that.
toilet, just so they don't get away.
Like if you have a
there's
lot of
things
groceries.
to put them in, like swings and jumpers.
Well, they make those those leashes, right? I mean, if you can put your baby on a leash,
Yeah, but there's
Just
like
tie 'em to
there's
like a-
places to put them or
You
like
could put
play
it
yards.
or a catapult.
Yeah.
Or like let's say you've got like a lot of groceries. And like, oh, and there's so many groceries in the car, but then you also have this car seat. You could put the car seat on the roof of the car and strap that down with her and that.
Yes.
So, okay. Yeah. But with a 1-year-old, you can't. This kid, so then he's kind of talking to me, and they're having lunch or something. So he starts talking to me, and I'm like, oh, I'll fuck with him for a while. Why don't you guys eat and talk?
Okay.
So they had like about a 30-minute window where they could eat and have just some peace and quiet and have a conversation with each other. And first of all, they were so grateful for that.
Yeah.
And I'm over here talking with this fucking 1-year-old who makes 0 sense. But he never stops talking to you.
Yeah, they're
and
dumb.
everything he's saying is so important.
Yeah.
And he never stops talking. And you're just telling him, yeah, man, that sounds about right. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying, buddy. You know, what else? Tell me more shit. Never stops talking, very gestury with his hands. And then he just starts crying. Yeah. Just no real reason to start crying. And if you pick him up or touch him or anything, then he stops crying, starts laughing. They're crazy people.
No, they are.
Like a 1-year-old is literally a retarded person.
Yeah.
And then you're just hoping as
Well,
time
dude, they're
goes
like
by.
they're like animals, like dogs.
Yeah.
Like the intelligence of
Yeah.
a.
But it's like you
What's
have
that?
you have a retarded child until about like 4 or 5, and then you're really
It's
waiting
like a
4 or
cat,
5 years
basically.
to
For the
see-
first 6 months, it's like a cat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
You're like, we're waiting 4 or 5
First
years
6
to
months are
see,
great.
do we have an idiot or do we have like?
but if you
something we
kill
should
a
keep?
baby, you get done for murder, even though they're at the intelligence
hate
level of
that.
a cat.
I hate
It's so
that.
dumb. Yeah, it should be based on your IQ, your punishment,
You should be able to murder somebody up until 50 years old.
or if they're retarded, for up to their death.
After that, you've earned the right to stay alive. But yeah, you're basically they're waiting 4 years to see if this kid's retarded. I mean, he already kind of has a little bit of a lisp. He doesn't walk. He walks, but he falls a lot.
Right.
That can maybe never go away.
Can't walk. What a loser.
That can maybe never go away. Maybe he just always is walking and falling down. Maybe he always has a list. We always just goes blah 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 blah.
I mean, you think Michael J. Fox's parents knew that? Come on.
I mean, look how long it took them to get to get one.
Took forever.
Wow. Well, good luck to my buddy Mike.
It's a real risk having a baby.
Because I think they got a good one, but you never know.
Oh, you never know.
No, they're all bad.
Ah, yeah, from the mouth of babes over here.
Hey, does coffee ever make you guys shit?
Of course, it's notorious for it.
I just started drinking coffee, and it's.
Oh, I wonder how this
shit.
is gonna unfold.
That is so cute that you're just starting. You're a tea drinker.
Oh,
You're
you mean
done
you
with
just
tea?
started drinking coffee in your life, or this morning?
In my life.
No, he always drank tea.
How are you
remember
How are
that.
you making it, Ari?
How am I making it?
Yeah, what are you
I
using?
just bend over and sit on the toilet. Just let it all
How about
happen.
how about the coffee?
How do you make coffee?
Oh, I thought
Oh,
that's how he meant the coffee.
Yeah, I what you do is you just go to the store. and
No,
then
I mean, are you using like a
say-
Keurig, or are you using like a French press, or are you doing like instant coffee? What the fuck are you?
Yeah, this
I'm
matters.
using my legs, walking to a coffee shop
Oh.
and saying.
Oh,
"Give me
I see what you're
those
saying.
coffee
Okay.
things."
That's how I like coffee too. I don't like homemade coffee. I wish I did. It's so much easier. and
I like
cheaper.
French press coffee.
I've tried it all.
Yeah.
I only like Starbucks.
Same
swear.
way.
Yeah, Sam loves Starbucks. I mean, I don't know. I like it all. I drink a lot of coffee. Nah, I'm not like Nick Youssef, who drinks like fucking a gallon of coffee a day.
You'll get used to the not pooping thing, I think.
Do you feel caffeine though? Like I could
I
have
don't.
I could have dozens of.
I really don't.
Coffee
I think
and one feeling
I
good.
think we've like
Yeah.
broken it. Like we have too much.
Do you? What'd you say, Ari? You do?
I really do. Yeah, it hits me hard 'cause I'm
Ah,
not
that's
used to it.
But it makes sense because he's just starting. You and me have had it too much.
I guess so.
It does help with my stamina. Rogan said it would help me with my stamina. For the Sober October workout challenge, but and I think he's right. I think it does help you run fast. Oh shit, this is gonna come soon.
What's your
but I
your
started drinking in Edinburgh this year.
what's
I like
your
how you're fighting going to shit on the show.
are you
always
like
do.
losing weight, Ari, or what's your body doing with all this
Dude, I'm
working
already
out?
down over 7 pounds.
No shit.
7.2
Wow.
pounds this morning. Yeah.
Just from what? From not
Dude,
smoking?
have you seen how much working out he's been doing? It's insane.
So there's a fitness challenge too.
Yeah.
I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fitness challenge component. Bird is
Are you still in first
cheating as
place?
much as he can.
You're in first place, right?
I am in first place.
Watch this.
Like he's doing more working out than Rogan. Think about that. Have you seen those photos Rogan
Yeah.
posts of sweat everywhere and
Yeah.
the fucking
Okay. In fairness, though, to Rogan, when you do weights, which I've done some, it gives you way less points. So what you really got to do is like run an hour and then do weights instead of like just doing 45 minutes of weights. Otherwise, you won't really get any points. So Rogan is kind of going. He's going a little more running than he normally would, a little more cardio, but generally his weights are so fucking hardcore that they're almost worth as much points as our cardio. And if I did weights, it'd be worth like 20% of my cardio.
Is Doug
goes
Stanhope
so
doing
fucking
cardio?
hard.
Is he working out?
Yeah.
I
think-
honestly thought he
I-
was
I think-
going to die.
I think Doug's most of his workout points are just him shaking in a corner.
That's what I thought. I thought like I was like he can't stop drinking, he'll die. Like he needs to go to rehab.
What's Doug doing? I called him, but I didn't hear from him.
Is he alive? I
Yeah.
really
Might not.
it's not healthy.
Also,
to
like
stop
we're
drinking
having
if
All
you
Things
drink.
Comedy Festival during the sober thing. That kind of sucks, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Stanhope.
Is he there this year though?
I don't know,
I
but-
don't think he's there.
Yeah,
Like
couldn't you-
Bert is gonna be
couldn't
sober.
you guys have done like a?
No, Bird is, but Burr is not going to be sober. I saw Burr last night, and he was drinking, and somebody brought up Sober October. He goes, "Oh, I'm going twice as hard to make up for you guys."
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm doing super not sober October, and I'm also still doing cock blocktober. So if
Oh,
anybody
that's
tries to
good.
get laid around me, I'm the one kicking
I-
over your sandcastle.
Any success stories?
Yeah, I climbed in Aaron's bedroom last night right when he was about to mount his missus. And I go, "Not today, Aaron!" And I fucking
Slapped his dick, right?
Yeah, and then I farted in the room and left.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll do it, man.
Yeah, just trying to, ruin the whole vibe. Yeah. They had a violin player in there and everything. He was really going for it.
That's cool.
That's nice.
Handle opera, the whole thing. But watch this. So I sent Ari a text. I'm like, "Hey, just like how are things going or whatever." Or we were texting during football. And I go, "Hey, how's Sober October going?" And you said,
I don't remember.
"Oh, I fucking hate it. It's fucking stupid." He just went on this fucking rant about how fucking miserable he is. It's just
I do
stupid.
hate it. It's
I hate
fucking
all my
garbage. It's
friends.
fucking- I don't have a problem. Those guys have a problem. I'm fucking done with them. They wrote me into their stupid shit.
I mean, really, none of them really. I mean, I guess Rogan smokes a lot of pot. And
Rogan smokes a lot of pot.
Kreischer's a drinker.
I gotta do this.
I like that he's apologizing this time. Why?
Coffee's made your
different?
whole shitting process different.
Yeah.
I wish I could show you guys the fucking liquid that's gonna come out of here. I wish
mean,
there was an angle I could give
sure
you.
you will.
Really get the flow.
I'm sure you will. You'll figure it out.
Oh, and I do not wish that.
Listen for it. Ready?
What's it?
We're listening.
For it.
Oh, I heard it. I heard it.
But it's out.
Oh, you didn't? Did you hear a little squirt? Like,
Yeah. It sounded like Candace giving birth.
why is it liquid, dude? What's going on with you?
I don't know. Maybe it's the avocado.
Why is he like gagging at his own shit? Who is Ari right now?
I'll take a guess. Is somebody walking in while you're shitting? What's that noise?
Are you in pain?
Do you have a stall in your own house?
Oh, it's loose. It's like spaghetti.
But that means it won't bleed, right?
Oh, no.
We'll
it'll
see. We will
That's
see.
the
Does
plus.
not necessarily mean that. You'd be surprised.
And you're,
You would be surprised.
He's got like a hairy ass too. It's probably all matted, clinging together.
You guys, me and Jeff were talking about if Jeff ever got a writing job in New York, how he would want me and the baby to go with. And I was like, what about Punch Drunk? And he says, you would Skype with Ari. And I go, Ari would hate that if I showed up to his apartment every
He would hate it.
Tuesday."
You would be in the toilet with him right
That's
now.
what so then we were just saying all the stuff that would happen.
Yeah, you would have to
Jeff's
get in
like,
there.
he'd be like, oh, what are you doing here? Every Tuesday.
Can you imagine Nanny's head just
And
popping?
then I was like, he would make me go in the bathroom with him, force me to look at his shit. Like,
You'd have one of
he
those
would throw
fucking
dirty
nuclear
toilet
war-
paper at me.
Chase you around with it like a Benny Hill sketch.
It might make the podcast more entertaining, but Ari would not be a fan. He wouldn't let me in.
It's really hard to not make this podcast more entertaining. Any left turn will help. I mean, I'm grateful Ari's sitting on a toilet blasting out of his ass. I'm like, this is good audio.
Yeah.
This is good audio. What do you win for the Sober October thing, other than like you get to finally have a drink and a joint again?
A belt. If you win the weight loss challenge, Rogan's making this crazy sick like wrestling site belt. They wanted to do all this stuff, but like what they wanted was like I'm uninterested in it, even if I won. It was like private jet from LA to Vegas. But I'm like, why would I fly?
Shortest flight.
Why would I,
Yeah,
I gotta leave my
that's so
house
dumb.
And
Seriously.
then fly 6 hours. So you're talking about an 8-hour trip to sit around for an hour waiting for a 45-minute jet to Vegas. Like, what? We're going to go 9 hours to go 45 minutes?
Yeah, that's kind of like the redneck view of what being rich is, right? Just like taking a private jet 30 minutes across.
It's like Segura. Segura's so white trash. He's such Florida trash. It's in.
Oh, my headphones. Yeah, that's like a 6-round NFL draft pick. Gets like $800,000, and that's the first thing he does.
Yeah, it takes a private jet.
Yeah.
$15,000.
That's like that's poor people rich.
No, people think because Segura's got a nice house and a wife
And a Porsche.
he's got class. That he's got class, but Segura is garbage, people. I mean, trash.
He comes from a long line of trash, not unlike most of us. That's Florida.
Yeah.
That's Florida people.
You can usually tell in the music they listen to.
Aesthetic. He goes to Vegas like, oh yeah, I like the fucking statues that are everywhere. He is Florida garbage.
I like the statues that are everywhere.
That southern accent was amazing. Wow. That's really good,
He's
Ari.
like swamp trash.
So you're doing all this, and you only get a belt. Do you
But
think
he wants
It's going to be like a tricked out belt. They're like really nice, right? It's supposed to be.
Really nice. I'm gonna throw it in the garbage instantly.
Put it in a wood chipper. Yeah, that would be so funny.
I'd be like, thank you so much, and leave it. I have this dream of like winning some award for comedy, and then be like, this is dumb. You can't have awards for comedy. Everyone really deserves it. Everyone worked hard, so this is fucking stupid. And then leave the thing just there. Walk away and leave it there.
That's so Ari.
I had a guy do that in Little League one time. He just snapped the trophy over his knee. This trophy's too damn small. That's what he said.
that's
Broke it.
hilarious?
Yeah.
One
Cool
time
guy.
it was Ari's birthday, and his birthday was about in like 2 or 3 weeks. And just coincidentally, Boon Shakalaka was selling books at this comedy store, and he had one book that's called "What Is a Jew," and it was written in like the 1940s,
I remember
okay.
this.
and it was just like explaining to like regular American white people what Judaism is.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I thought it was like how to identify them in public.
No, yeah. But it was kind of a smaller book, and it made me laugh so hard, and the cover was really funny. It was a very racist book when you look at it. And it made me laugh so much. I'm like, oh, here you go. Oh, gave Boone $2 or whatever he wanted for it. And I had Boone Shakalaka write an inscription in it for Ari's birthday. I'm like, I'm going to give this to Ari for his birthday. So he wrote all this bullshit. And I waited for 2 weeks. I couldn't fucking wait to give it to Ari for his birthday. I see him in the parking lot at the Comedy Store on his birthday, over kind of by the dumpster, right by that big hill.
I can sense where this is going.
Yeah. And I walk up to him. I go, hey, buddy, happy birthday. And he goes, cool, a book. Grabs it and frisbees it way up to the top of the hill without even looking at it. Didn't read it. Didn't even know what it was.
So
just
funny.
knew it was something stupid. Cool, a book. Grabs it and just frisbees it.
Is there anything funnier than disrespecting somebody's sincere gesture like that? Like slap, maybe like something that somebody's really excited about and just destroying it right in front of them. Like that's one of the funniest things you can do.
Oh, dude, one of the best things I saw with that was Beaumont Bacon, a comedian who was the Comedy Store for a while. She made Christmas cookies for everybody. And put them in like these brown bags.
Yeah.
Just like, and handed them out, you know? And she gave one to Harris Pete, the old door guy at the store.
I remember that guy.
And he goes, oh, cool. And she walked back into the front of the main room, handed it to him, walked through the front of the room, and he just takes it and just fucking chucks it against the wall and smashed it. She turned around right as the thing was smashing against the wall, and her face was just like, oh,
So
I
funny.
made those for you.
God, it's
Hilarious.
so funny.
Ruining people's food's always good, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That one always used to really piss me off. Like when you're in high school and they would come up like, hey, you eating that? And then they'd touch your pizza or whatever. You're like, God damn it.
That's infuriating. Yeah, I think there's something like
Infuriating.
evolutionary like basis for that. Yeah.
Probably.
That is a real good one.
People just want to be asked. And remember when, well, it started with, you ain't reading nothing. Anytime somebody would be reading something, like a paper or a magazine or whatever, you'd be like, you ain't reading nothing, and you'd slap it out of their shit at the store. And it would kind of scare you because you're focused on reading something, then it gets smacked out of your hand, and you're like, you got me with you ain't reading nothing.
It started to get expensive when it was like iPads and shit, right?
No. That was me and Duncan always said, like, you ain't texting nobody. We wanted to get rich enough that we could play you ain't texting
That's
nobody
good, yeah.
and just hand them a fucking $500 for a new phone.
That's funny.
But when it got to you ain't eating nothing, then people started getting pretty pissed. Like you'd have a piece of pizza from Joe's Pizza, and it's like on that little plate
Yeah.
they'd always give you. You ain't eating nothing. Smack the pizza onto the ground.
Yeah, that's one you got to know who you're doing it to, or you could catch a beating.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, you got to kind of know I did it once.
It's got to be somebody that's in the game.
Right.
It's got to be
Josh.
somebody that's in the game. Martin?
Yeah. And it was one of those pretzels, one of those hard pretzels from the Comedy Store, soft pretzels, I mean.
Yeah.
And I slapped it to the ground, and then I saw him look at it. Like, I could tell what was going through his head instantly. He's like, I'll still eat that. And then I just stepped on it.
See, you ain't eating nothing, and you definitely ain't eating nothing.
That's a good move.
I said you ain't eating nothing. Nope. You like crushed it out like Olivia Newton-John in Grease when she put her cigarette out.
Oh, yeah.
You know? You give it the real fucking mush around stomp.
She was hot
She was.
Living in John.
in that movie. Yeah.
Is she dead?
No, I just think she had her breast removed. No, I mean, I'm serious. I think she had
No,
like
I
a
know.
mastectomy, right?
But it was just a good answer.
Martindale was talking. I was talking to Justin Martindale the other day, and he was talking about. Told some story, and he goes, kind of like a long-winded story. It wasn't boring, but it was like a longer story that you didn't know
70 years old.
where it was going. And then at the end of the story, and he goes, and that was the day Michael Jackson died. I'm like, no, it wasn't. That was the day Farrah Fawcett died.
Yeah.
That sucks for her.
Yeah.
It was the biggest news for 5 hours. Farrah Fawcett died, then Michael Jackson died, and it was like, fuck you, bitch.
You ain't dying.
Yeah, you ain't dying nothing.
You ain't dying nothing.
How's that Jets game, Ari?
The Jets game was actually really good. I got to go down on the field and watch the fucking opening kickoff, and then a kickoff. They didn't kick us out in time. They're supposed to kick us out at 12:40, and by 1:10 we were still there. It was one of those like tickets where you got to go on the field a little bit before the game.
That's cool.
How much are those?
Yeah, I was right next to Ray Romano, so I think they thought I was with him. They kind of left me there for a little bit with my jury duty friend, and then we got to see that kickoff return. I mean, that pick six
Oh yeah.
on like the game, and we were fucking right there on it. It was fucking cool
Wait,
as shit.
you went with a friend from jury duty? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
It's interesting.
I made a friend in jury duty last year, so Sydney. But But it was fun, dude.
Do you guys still talk about the case?
Came down to the wire. Got to be an onside kick for fucking, for the chance for Colts to win, but the Jets pulled it out. It was a solid game. Jets are good.
Do you and your friends still talk about the big case?
Yeah, sometimes I just went by the place where it was, and they boarded it up. Like, part of the case was they couldn't do the renovation on the place while this case was pending, and as soon as the case is done pending now, they are fucking rebuilding.
Oh.
How does have you been to a Giants game also? How does that compare? The Jets.
I went a few years ago with Renazisi.
Like, are the fans is there any difference in
the Odell Beckham Jr. catch? We went there. Me, Renazisi, and Holocaust denier Adam Egan. And yeah, we go to the 50-50 Club. Tons of buffet food. It's fucking sick. We got the buffet again this time, dude. So you meet these people and like, all right, well, let me know. I'll take you to your seat. I was like, do I get that free food? Like, oh no, it didn't really come this time. And I was like, oh man, last time I got the free food, it was so good. I remember talking to people publicly about it on social media and stuff, and they're like, oh well, let me see what I can do. I was like, as an influencer,
that's the move, man.
Really like.
That's the move, dude.
She looked at how few Twitter followers I had. She was like, yeah, actually, here, I got a wristband for you. It was the same shit I did last time.
Dude, the companies are so worried about social media. Like, Sam, he got fucked on Airbnb. Somebody bailed out on him when he was going to New York for the comedy festival. And I was like, dude, they weren't helping him. I was like, dude, just complain on Twitter. And, like, he texted me 20 minutes later, dude, they're paying me and giving me a room for free. They instantly, you complain on social media. I've gotten so much money back. Oh, what's he doing?
There's still blood,
even
though it was spaghetti.
It's only blood. Maybe that's spaghetti marinara sauce.
Ari, what?
Oh, man.
There's like seeds or something in there. What have you been eating?
Okay.
I've been eating a lot of blood seeds.
Yeah, see, it's not that.
Just beets. What if he's just a guy? He loves beets and it's not blood. That would be.
Well, it's not that bad if you're eating blood. If you're eating blood, this is quite normal.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that color though.
That's what vampire shits look like.
It would be black if it was eating blood.
All right, you have vampire shits.
Yeah, I got vampire shit. It's a lot of blood coming up. Yeah, I ate beets. It might be beets. I ate beets like 4 or 5 years ago. It might still be coming out.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. That's what the guy goes to the doctor too late, and he's like, I just thought it was beets.
I can't believe even when he has loose stools.
Does that give you any anxiety at all, Ari? Like thinking you're gonna have to shit and then deal with this? Because it is a whole thing. Like you had taken it.
So fucking loose.
Most people, it's not a big thing, a production
to
take a
Did you
shit.
see how upset he was that he had to go to the bathroom?
Look, there's still pieces of it.
Oh, okay. He's so disgusting.
I mean, and you change what, 15 diapers a day?
No, she doesn't. I only change like 4 diapers a day, and she only poops like, I don't know, 2 times on a good day.
That includes the both of you?
Yeah.
4 diapers a day?
Yeah, she doesn't
total?
go through many diapers.
That's good.
Yeah.
You have like the perfect baby.
She really is easy. So, the next one will be a real nightmare.
That's what happened with me and my sister. My mom was like,
don't have another one.
My mom was like,
only children are weird.
Yeah.
They're spoiled.
Don't have another one.
When my mom had me, she's like, oh yeah, you were great. I mean, you slept in during the day.
Yeah.
You were like a night
Yeah,
owl.
she sleeps in too.
She was like, you were a night owl, and my mom was a night owl. So she was like, you.
Oh shit! Fuck.
What?
He hates your story, Tiba.
He shit on the couch.
Yeah, I dropped shit on the couch.
What'd you drop?
Actual shit?
Coffee.
Oh.
You ain't drinking nothing.
I thought you had like a.
He's the best coffee drinker. He shits, he spills it.
You're real clumsy with a coffee today.
That Carlin thing, is that a painting? What is that?
Yeah.
What?
Is that I'm trying to see if that's a painting or like a stitch. Yeah, that Carlin thing.
Oh, I was actually joking.
Painting somebody sent me, and then covering up a fuse box is perfect.
Johnny, did you tell your sister to have no more babies too?
Well, I didn't want her to have the first one.
So supportive.
Johnny hates babies.
I can tell.
I
mean,
mean,
he likes
openly.
his nephew. He like shows me pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. But I don't think anybody should be reproducing really.
Well, so you have the nephew,
No offense.
and then another one, right?
No.
Just the nephew?
Yeah, just born this year.
Yeah, he's new.
Every time, like you go see the baby, and then you come back, and I talk to you on the phone or whatever. I'm like,
From February. Yeah, that was the first.
how's the baby? Like, it's just a baby.
It's just a baby. Yeah.
baby's
Well, it's finally starting to get a little personality now, so maybe it'll be more fun. I'm gonna be back for Thanksgiving, so.
Okay.
But it's just starting to crawl around and worry everybody to death with that.
Yeah. What?
What do you say?
Fuck that baby.
Fuck that baby.
Fuck that baby.
Whatever. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna defend a baby.
Me either.
You know how Sam has those rules of their own, and we don't defend people we don't know. Well, I don't defend babies ever. Fuck babies.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Not your baby.
Yeah, your baby, once again, we're all cool with your baby.
Thank you.
Great baby.
There's
Who's
this,
up for Ari?
there's this Instagram called Children Getting Hurt. Do you follow this?
My brother tags me in that.
Oh, it's so good. It's all
funny.
just Instagram videos and photos of children being injured and
What is-
falling down and stuff.
Yeah, it's
What is
hilarious.
What is Ari doing right now?
cleaning
I'm
coffee.
trying to wipe all this fucking coffee up this couch.
Got him! I got Johnny with the turning
Glad
up the
nobody was
volume
talking. I
thing.
would've-
I got him to
hurt a
look
little.
away at
Are
you.
I thought you were calling.
Nah, I'm gonna
someone.
call
You getting a call?
from Kansas City, Kansas.
It's probably someone would want to move your car.
I think it is actually.
Guys, if anybody knows anybody that will ship a car across the country, please hit up Johnny. As many
Please
tweets
don't
and texts
get
as
so
he
many
can.
phone calls.
He called a place to get a quote to ship his car back to Carolina instead of have to drive across the country.
Non-stop phone calls now.
And they like gave his number away or
Emails,
something.
emails,
He gets
texts.
contacted 5 times a day about it.
Like, look at one. It's maddening. I was supposed to go to Price is Right today, by the way. Have you been to that, right?
I've been to it.
Is it good? Is it anything? It's like 5 hours, right? That's the thing.
I mean,
You gotta wait real early.
yeah, it's a real long wait.
Well, you can get, if you get early enough, you can get a guaranteed ticket, so you don't have to wait in line. You can just show up.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
But when you go there to get that guaranteed ticket, there's 200 old white women that are in line trying to get that guaranteed ticket.
Well, no, it's that, but there are two. I know what you're saying, but there's one. If you go, you get priority ticket. If you have to book like 2 months out, but it's then you don't have to show up until like right before, and they let you in. You're guaranteed admission, is what I'm saying.
I can't believe it's still that hard to get into that. Just because it's every day.
It's so small, but
been
it's
on
so small
long.
in there.
Oh, I've never been.
It's way smaller than
Isn't
you would
it
think.
by me, the studio?
No, it's right by where I used to
Where I
live,
live.
right by the Grove.
Didn't it used to be Culver City?
No, it's always been
All that
always been
CBS
there.
shit is here.
Over by the.
Right by the Grove.
No, I know, but you know where the hotel is? The downtown Culver
Yeah.
Hotel? It used to say something like Price is Right over there.
Over by Sony?
Where the
Uh-uh.
studio was.
Yeah,
That
'cause
hotel.
That's
the-
where Jeopardy's there.
The bus stop right in front of the CBS building's got those stickers, those name tags just stuck all over it from Price is Right. People
Yeah.
come out of there and
Oh,
stick
That's
their
all
name
right
tag.
where Jeopardy's where you're talking about. I think.
okay.
That's where they do Jeopardy
Yeah,
over there.
it's like looks like a White House, but it's a studio.
Yeah,
wanna-
that's Jeopardy. That's
Okay.
Sony Studios.
I want to take a moment to say, fuck Chad Zumach. He backed out of a trade with me in fantasy football.
He's gonna call now and yell.
Chad, you're a piece of shit. He took a poll on Twitter saying, should I trade with Johnny or should I torture him? Overwhelming majority of people said you should make the trade with me. And he deleted the tweet because he didn't like the results. And then he said the trade is off. That's the manager of the Cleveland Faggots. That's his team name. He's homophobic, obviously. Chad Zumach. Do not hire this man. He hates gays.
I mean,
Allegedly.
yeah, you are.
Before we get into the NFL, let's talk a little Punch Drunk Fantasy Football. Pull that bitch up.
Okay. I
Let's
beat the
see how we're
shit
doing.
out of Steve this week.
Oh, I beat the living fuck out of whoever I played. I think I played Fuckboy for Life.
Oh, that's Matt Devlin, right? The guy who got the tattoo.
I think that's who I played.
Let me see.
I'm finally getting some wins.
Let me see here. Well, goddamn.
Yeah, that's this week. Oh, yeah, it's already up to this week. Man, Josh Gordon's going to be in trouble. Because the Patriots, like, we're going to start easing him into the offense more and more and more each week. He got a lot of
Josh
balls.
Gordon?
He got a lot of balls thrown his way, and had a
I
touchdown.
don't see how the Cowboys didn't make a fucking serious push for him.
I'll tell
They
you.
have no targets.
I tell you who you're going to probably wind up getting is Amari Cooper
How's he? Who is he?
from the Raiders. Raiders
Yeah,
number
he's
one
good.
receiver. He's all right. Drops a lot.
Okay, so this week I beat Steve Renazizi 117-73. Steve, your team sucks. All that shit you talked at the football game, and your team is garbage. The Cleveland Faggots lost to Big T Dobbs.
The commish.
Sam Tripoli lost again. He lost to our guy Fashusi, Team Fashusi.
Two in a row.
And let's see, you did beat no, you beat the Reapist, whoever that Nick Wilkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that guy. You curb stomped his ass.
Yeah.
Josh Martin lost.
Good. I just can't get a break.
Let's look at this.
Everything I do,
look at
I
the
just make
standings.
mistakes.
There is a 5-way tie for first place between me, Big T Dobbs, the Faggots, Sam, and then Team Go Buck Yourself, whatever that is.
That's Eric Oligny.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, he's tied
Where
for
are the
first
Los
place.
Angeles Falcoholics?
The LA.
How many games out
Falcoholics.
are we?
You're 3-3. You're one game behind. Well, what is that?
4-2 is first place, and
yeah.
I'm 3-3.
Yeah, 3-3. So one game back. Yeah.
I ain't worried about nothing.
We have a tie in our league actually. That's what's.
It
throwing
just
me
goes
off.
down to the playoffs, though, right? It's not like there's home field advantage, so you just got to get in the
Well,
playoffs.
there's a bye though. You can get a bye if you're the top two.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
top
matters.
two sit out. Top two, you get a week off. While 4 teams play, and then you're pretty much in the final.
And right now,
Semifinals.
Oligny and Sam would have the bye if the season ended today.
Whoa, O-Town and Trips. If there's anybody in that league, Punch Rock League, that's listening, and you're a big fan of the team, I'm a fan of yours, and I would love to take any of your players off of your hands.
I made an incredible trade. I got Michael Thomas, maybe the best wide receiver in the NFL.
He's up there.
Top 5. And Le'Veon Bell.
For what?
You know who I,
Huge.
you know who I traded?
He was selling.
Lindsey for the
Autograph.
Broncos. Lindsey for the Broncos. Not even their starter, really. I traded. Hold on.
God, I can't believe this
It's
trade.
an amazing trade.
I wouldn't even publicly admit this if I was you.
I sent in Brandon Cooks. That's the best piece. Good receiver
That's
for the
okay,
Rams.
that's good.
He's not as good as Michael Thomas though.
No.
Not even close. And then Quincy Enunwa, the Jets receiver, who he had 0 points this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
If Tripley was here, he would be rejecting this trade.
He voted against it. Yeah, he told me.
Oh, of course.
I already made the trade.
He votes
though.
against
It's
every
through him.
trade. He votes against. I don't think I've ever seen a trade where Tripley's like, "No, I approve of this."
Those guys together had 9
Does
points
he
this
never
week. All
try
3 of
and
those
trade?
players.
Oh, Tripley never trades.
What?
Oh, dude, yeah, he'll.
It's shit's going against him.
He'll
for some
talk to you
reason.
for a week and a half about it, and then at the last minute,
Yeah.
no.
I
no.
tried
I
to-
know what you're trying to do, bro. You're trying to swindle me. I'm
I
like,
was trying to trade him Carson Wentz this week, and he's like, dude, I have great running backs. Check out my running backs. So I offered something for his first 2 running backs. He's like, no. Look at this guy, M. He didn't know his first name, and how it abbreviates the name in the fantasy thing. He said, look at this guy, M. Davis. He didn't even know the
Yeah.
guy's name. Yeah, it was like the second string running back for Seattle. I think his name is like Matt Williams or something. He was like, check out M. Davis. See if he's a.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's who he wanted to trade for Carson Wentz. He was totally serious.
Yeah, you can't pull off an even trade with Tripley. Either it's super one-sided for him, or you are clearly trying to rip him off.
He's too
You've
paranoid,
been spying on him for years.
He's too paranoid. That's what Zumach's problem is too. That's why he went. He thought I was trying to fuck him. I was going to give him Carson Wentz and get Cam Newton back, just an even trade. Those guys are about the same guy. If you look at the numbers, they're almost identical. Maybe even Wentz is a little bit better as a fantasy.
Dude, in the
asset.
Comedy Store League, I guess who was just in the trash heap? Greg Olson.
Oh, I picked him up too. Yeah.
When he
In
blew
our
his
league,
knee
I
out
picked him
or
up in our
whatever,
league. His foot. Yeah, he
and
broke
he was
his
put
foot.
on IR for whatever.
No, he just. They thought he might be, but he
He
didn't.
just got hurt week 1, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's done for the year." Whoever had him dropped him.
They did in our league too. I got
He
it.
had a huge, pretty decent game and a lot of targets. He's like a top 5 tight end for sure. I just went through the thing of looking at free. I'm like, holy shit! Grab.
I started him this week. Yeah.
No, I just did this last night. I'm like waiting for it to.
Oh shit!
or,
Yeah,
like,
no,
approve
I
it.
started him this week. I picked him up like 4 weeks ago. Anyway, yeah, fuck you, Chad. You're a real asshole.
Again, anybody that's in the league and you're a fan of the team, especially the team or just the show, I am willing to give. I'm going to steal stuff from Sam and from Ari, and I'm going to get them to autograph it, and I'll send you some of their personal things. You like that George Carlin painting in Ari's apartment you always see? I'll take a fucking running back for that.
I did offer to PayPal Chad Zumach $5 to trade me Cam Newton. He didn't accept.
Really?
Yeah, I've paid. I've included money. That's legal, right? You pay somebody for a trade.
I've never heard of it before, but it's interesting.
I've done it before. Yeah.
So I'll give you,
I'll give you a player.
Carson Wentz and $5
Yeah.
for Cam Newton.
Yeah. Why not?
What's the most amount of money you've paid for a player?
Not much. It was only like $10, I think, but it was some really bad trade one time.
That's a weird little try to.
I was like, "You're hungry?
yeah.
I want a fantasy player on your team, so here's $10."
I'm willing to trade Todd Gurley for a pack of cigarettes.
How
The
how
best
good
player.
is that guy? By
Oh
the way,
my
yeah.
God, he's incredible.
I was talking to the other day about who the best running back in the league is right now. It's gotta be Gurley.
It's Gurley,
right?
yeah. It's definitely Gurley.
It's gotta be Gurley.
I mean,
that's sick.
Gurley looks great. Fucking-
Saquon Barkley's gonna be good, man.
He is shifty. I mean,
he's 4.3 speed at 250 pounds or whatever.
His thighs. Look him up. So fighting, you can see this guy. His thighs are bigger than my waist. I mean, I know I'm a skinny guy, but this guy is fucking thick. You know, he's just fucking. And he seems like a pretty decent kid too.
I like how I Google Saquon Barkley and Eli Manning's face is the first photo that comes up.
I mean, I think Eli's in trouble.
Look at that. Eli's done.
Eli might be his last year. To be honest, he might retire, or he might say at the end of the year, "This next year is my last year." But he's actually not playing that bad. It's just the Giants are.
No, he's playing pretty bad.
Yeah, I think they can't.
He can't get the ball downfield.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they can't.
He can't get the ball downfield.
Then they're changing, and he looks okay, I think, because they've changed the play calls to suit his.
Yeah, look at those calves. Look at this guy. Shout out to Nanny.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
And he's such a low center of gravity, Saquon Barkley. He's almost like a weeble. Like, you can't knock him over. He just kind of always
like even when he's standing up straight, his knees are bent, kind of. You know
hurdles people all the time. Truck sticks people. He's good. He's a guy that you can just like a little bubble screen, and he's just gonzo.
At that size, man, he's so. He reminds me of Herschel Walker. It's gonna be honestly.
It reminds me of Barry
physically and
Sanders
speed.
too. Barry Sanders too. Barry Sanders too. Cowboys look good, all right.
Cowboys looked good for one game. Granted, against a really good defense, but like
they look good at home. They look like shit on the road.
They realized they have one of the best running backs in the NFL. Give him the ball.
And some of the worst receivers in the NFL.
Yeah.
Not true. Midway through the third quarter, he had like 60 yards. He wasn't like he was lighting it up.
No, but what I'm saying is that they gave him the ball, though, which is the answer to owning the clock, right? So you're not throwing interceptions and turning the ball over.
Yeah, but there's a difference in a guy running like crazy in the first half and running like crazy when you're up 28 points.
It's better, though, right? Don't you think the Cowboys are better when they run the ball more?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's like he had like a 3.1 run per carry until like late in the game.
He finished with 24 carries, 105 yards, 104 yards, 106 yards.
Yeah. So he ended up breaking some open late when they were like totally, down.
But that's how that works, right? You kind of wear them out. It's like body blows.
That's what the Rams do.
But now if that's a tight game, he's not getting those carries. They're not just giving him every time and letting him see what happens.
Maybe he should though.
I mean, that's what the Rams do.
You're right. You got to go to him more. Dak has no targets, so I don't know if he's really bad or if he's just like he has no chance this year.
Okay, well
he's not good.
That kind of brings us to, and I got a tweet asking me to bring this up. Derek Carr, what do we think about? Is he done? Did you see him crying this week? Did you guys see that video of him weeping on the field? What? Derek Carr was just crying his eyes out. He got hurt or something, and
I think that
let's see if I can find it.
I think that the Gruden era might not be as long as people think it will be.
Sam's already changing his tune, by the way. I talked to him last night, and he's like, oh, man, they owe him a lot of money. You know how he was in denial about Gruden up to this point? And last night he was like, I hope it's not guaranteed. Here it is, him crying.
By the way, here's what Dak passed for last game, and everybody's like, they've all got to figure it out. 17 of 27, 183 yards.
You see it right there? Ari, check this out. Look at Derek Carr crying.
Wow, I see it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he got hurt?
I'm not sure what it is. I mean, he looks like he's going, owie, owie, owie.
It looks like he's saying mom.
Yeah.
I think he's saying, mommy, baby made a boom boom.
What if remember his brother started out okay for the Texans, and then he just got hammered so much by that shitty line that
the Carr family is a perishable product.
Yeah, maybe so.
A 5-year shelf life.
Well, maybe if you don't protect them properly, and that guy's getting killed. The Raiders are fucked, dude. I mean, how do you fix that? What do you do to fix that?
I think
they were supposed to be really good.
I think that Gruden is like, I'm gonna do things my way. He is an egomaniac to the nth degree, for sure. We know Gruden, and I think he's coming in there and like, none of these people, almost like a college coach. None of these people are my players. None of these people are running my system. You're running this other shit. I'm going to quickly assess who can stick around for what I'm going to be doing. And I think the Raiders are going to be a completely different team in 2 years when they're in Vegas.
And I don't care what Sam says about the money. You don't get rid of a guy like Khalil Mack. That's a guy that can turn an entire team around.
That's just an excuse. Yeah. No, that's Sam being a fan of a team, and he's pissed off about that player. So it's lip service to to mask the fact that what he really wants to say is, I think it's fucked, and my new coach is worrying me because he's doing crazy shit.
Heartbreaker for the Bears this week, by the way.
Heartbreaker for the Bears. Heartbreaker for. All right, did you see the end of the Falcons Tampa Bay game?
Yeah.
Dude, that guy took his eyes off the ball.
So
that was
close.
A touchdown.
Hold on, let me see if I can get that.
That was a touchdown for sure. He took his eyes off the ball and started looking at the goal line. If he just looked it into his hands and ran, that's a touchdown. You know it.
I was on. There is no. I'm not even doing jokes right now. On my hands and knees at work, and like,
here it is.
I had to take my headset off, put it up here. Yeah. Oh, you can probably see it better here. This is the last play of the game. Oh God.
Wait, play that again.
And that's Deshaun Jackson, right?
Good. He might not have made it.
This is the last play of the game. They scored, Atlanta loses.
What a crazy try. Instead of trying to run a play to the end zone.
Okay, so that's where
there was a designed play.
This is the ball is in the air right now, and look at the position of Jackson. There's nobody within.
I mean, if it's throwing a yard forward, then it's for sure a touchdown and a good throw. This is like down to his knees.
It's about as he's about to have the ball right there.
Yeah.
And Jackson's fast.
Get it. Then he has to break one tackle. Like right there.
Oh, no, he's fast. He just dives. He flies in like Superman.
I think it's like. Yeah,
on my
if he just looks it into his hands.
On my knees, both knees, almost like a little kid praying. And then when he finally dropped that, or just rolled over on my back like a turtle that like can't get out, you know what I mean? Like the needs help to be.
Do other people act like this at work? Because you throw a fit.
No, I didn't notice anybody else acting that way.
Every time the Falcons do something.
Yeah, maybe not.
And it's not a problem?
It's problematic. It can be problematic. I get told to, bring it down a level.
He does a good job though. That's what. If he sucked at his job, then it would be a problem.
Be like,
I'm good at that job.
It's
just there's a 3-hour window where like I don't go crazy over fantasy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gambling.
Well, yeah, that's right though. You have people who are gambling, right?
Yeah.
So.
Hey guys, weirder things happen at people's work. Remember, I work here.
That is true.
Yeah, you just watch a guy take a shit.
Remember when we got
minutes.
her pregnant from eating fucking a donut? Yeah. I'm really worried about that.
And he deals with like lots of podcasts.
Aaron,
are we
honey,
the weirdest? Are we the craziest?
What happened at work today, Aaron?
We're really the craziest?
Of course.
Remember, we used to really stress him out. He didn't like us in the beginning.
Yeah, it took Aaron a while to like us, I think.
Yeah, you guys were causing fires.
You think he
likes?
That wasn't a fire. That was an explosion.
You think Aaron likes us, huh?
We weren't. I think he likes us.
He likes us now, but I think I was worried that he didn't like us.
The no food rule. You guys did not listen. You would bring drinks and food and spill. I felt so
No,
bad
that
for
was
him
Sam.
in
That was
Who was it that spilled it all over the table?
Sam. Turkey dinners.
Yes, I talk about that all the time. How
What?
he brought that huge, like from Boston Market, huge turkey.
Such
and
a
ate it and
half chicken.
Who, Sam?
Yeah.
Ghetto
And then the whole place smelled like chicken.
Yeah, he ate the whole thing.
Why
It was
are
like
the
a
other
family
two hosts of
meal.
the show? Why do the other two hosts of the show only eat during Punch Drunk? The only time, 2 hours of a week, you have to talk into a microphone, and those are the 2 hours you choose to eat an entire roasted chicken.
He always makes meetings for that time too. Like,
I know.
can't be there the whole time.
I'm only available at noon on Tuesdays.
With Sam, it might actually be better because his hands are occupied. At least he's not picking up the fucking microphone and smashing it into the table.
Yeah, but then
we
he's
heard your
then he's
complaints
chewing,
last week, by the
eating
way, dear listener. We heard your complaints, and Sam will not do that again. Apparently, the sound was kind of bad.
He
with
tells
him
him every week,
mashing
don't
them.
do it.
Yeah, he does it every week.
No,
he'll do it again. He doesn't know that he does it.
So once a listener says it, then it matters.
I think
it's not
so,
any of us.
Well, we're saying it so the listeners doesn't get to the listeners.
Right.
Like, oh, I didn't know that was happening because I don't know. I don't think he can hear that.
I've got a plan for this.
That coffee he spilled, though, I cleaned it and Aaron cleaned it. Like, he didn't even, like, try it. He was just like, oh, yeah, I spilled a coffee. Like an asshole. He's just like, what?
Yeah.
It's like that time when I was just first starting here. He goes, take my dog out. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Take your dog out.
Yeah.
My
snapping though, like that.
Oh, I love Sam.
I was out.
But that's not even bad. Sam coming in with a chicken and a coffee and spilling the coffee. Ari pees in the coffee cups.
And drinks it.
Tries to. He did drink it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Very popular video on YouTube. YouTube.com/punchdrunksports.
He was like holding us hostage. Was it like threatening to throw it on us and
That
shit?
was funny, yeah.
He filled it, too.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, it was
ran
really
out
close.
of
He almost had to like get a backup cup going
Yeah.
because it was like to the brim.
A lot of
with trim.
But I respect that. He doesn't want to leave the show. He just wants to power through.
I don't think that's what he was doing.
I think a lot of people drink their urine
Thank
in
you.
like Mexico.
Respect, thank you.
A lot of people drink their urine in Mexico.
Yeah, I think so. You all those Mexican fighters, they like to drink their own piss. They say it's
I'll drink anybody's
they're losing
piss.
something.
Fighter's piss, baby's piss, gay piss with AIDS, anything.
Why?
I just love piss.
There you go.
We did have that guy drink. Remember that guy chugged his own urine last year to get in the fantasy league?
Yeah,
Ugh.
and that's how you get in the league.
Yeah.
People asking me the other day, there's this place called the 90 West that we always go to right across the street, and they always have like a bunch of like free food and stuff, a little dive bar. But it's like 5 or 6 of us will go after Red Zone just right across the street and watch a night game there instead of miss the whole first quarter because you're going all the way back to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And have a bunch of free food. And I was telling them about the Punch Drunk Fantasy League, and they're like, what are some of the things that people that have to do to get into it? I'm like, just a bunch of crazy stuff.
You didn't want to go into detail.
Well, these are like some of the brat,
Oh.
like the fucking.
Oh, I see. That's
Yeah.
fine.
2 of these guys have Emmys. You know what I mean? They would be like,
Yeah.
they don't look like suits. Then the other 3 are like, they know what's the shit they had to get
It's
in.
basically like our bosses at All Things Comedy.
They're kinda-
Same kind
yeah,
of
it's like having lunch with Bill Burr, Madrigal, and Mike.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, don't come on anything. No more blood in the studio. It's like,
You might as well just say
damn.
don't have fun. If you can't jizz on anything in the studio.
Might as well say, hey, why don't you just sit there quietly and eat chicken and drink coffee? Right?
You want to
Aaron's in now. He knows what
you
we're
want to do
talking
your
about.
locks of the week? You want to run through the lines real quick?
Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll get into some gambling talk from our good friends at DSI.
Okay. Do you want to do the?
Yeah, so we got-
You want to do the plug now or?
No, we'll do it after this.
Denver at Arizona. Denver's favored by 2.5.
This is our Bet DSI lock of the week. I have only been wrong once, and Ari, you've been quite hot lately with your locks.
That's Thursday.
Yeah,
game.
let me look at my lines here.
Denver, Arizona is an extremely, extremely boring game. I've heard a rumor, I won't say who said it, but his name rhymes with Mandrew Melissiniano, said that if Denver loses, that their coach could be gone.
Interesting.
No way.
He's on the hot seat.
You know who
and,
should be gone is John Elway, I think.
and a loss to Arizona on a Thursday night primetime game could seal his fate. So if Denver loses that game, look at maybe their coach getting fired.
Okay. Tennessee at the Chargers. The Chargers are favored by 6.5. That's a 9:30 game on Sunday.
That's in London.
yeah.
There's never been a London game with 2 teams with a winning record.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tennessee's
the only
got a
people
winning
that
record?
to go there are some teams.
What's up?
Tennessee's got a winning record. Do they?
No, there's
Oh,
never
okay.
been.
I thought you meant this was like the
Including
first
this one, there's never been. Tennessee's playing like garbage. They have no line. Mariota got sacked 10 times, I think. Whatever it is, it was a record, franchise record. I think he got sacked 9 or 10 times. Definitely 9 or 10, though. Chargers are definitely going to win.
11 times.
11, there you go. Chargers are definitely going to win.
Okay, that's 6.5 though. How
6.5
you like
is.
it by 6?
I just don't like the whole London thing.
Yeah.
It's hard to bet on that because they got that big 12-hour flight. All these guys are
The
eating weird
Chargers,
food.
they're going straight from LA.
Yeah, they're all full of tea and strumpets. And
Yeah,
shit.
but it's all like the food there is like not what they're used to eating. These guys are used to meat and potatoes kind of shit.
Blood pudding,
They're all over there, eating crumpets and fucking
bangers.
bangers.
and mash,
So I wouldn't.
mushy
I wouldn't
peas.
touch that game.
Ugh.
Chicago, New England. I'm surprised this
Yeah,
is only 3.
New England favored by 3 at Chicago.
It's at Chicago. That might be one of them. Chicago, New England might be one.
Okay, you
Because
got
there's only 3. I think New England wins that game.
you got Cleveland at Tampa. Tampa's favored by 3.
I
I
wouldn't
don't know.
touch
Can
that.
Carolina beat Philadelphia, you think?
I think they can, but it's gonna be tough.
4.5 on that too, huh?
That's a
Carolina,
4.5
Philly,
point,
4.5.
I feel like that's a field goal game.
That NFC East is tight.
Oh, Funches had a hell of a catch this week.
That was a great
That
catch,
touchdown was
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, pulled it back over the guy's head.
Yeah. He's actually showing up a little bit. And having Olsen
he's
back.
just too slow. Yeah. Olsen
Having
helps.
Olsen back. Let me see that again.
I was gonna show you that catch.
Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. I just want to get this locked.
Okay, so Carolina, Philly's favored by 4.5. Minnesota versus the Jets. Minnesota by 3.
That's at New York.
Yeah, let me make sure that's.
I like
hold on a
Minnesota.
second.
Minnesota might be one there too.
Hold on just a second.
Did Detroit and Miami have a bye, or just nobody cares? There was no number.
There's no.
There's no line.
Oh yeah, there's no line. Detroit had a bye.
might be waiting on injuries.
Miami beat Chicago in overtime. That was the wildest game of the year. Not of the week. That was the wildest game of the year, the Chicago-Miami overtime game.
I mean, when that guy fumbled at the half-yard line and the ball didn't even move forward, it just stayed right there. It was like, what the? Did you see him almost crying when they finally won?
Oh, I bet.
It was my fault if we lost.
It's because Miami doesn't know who's going to be playing at quarterback. That's what it is.
It's going to be the ostrich.
Okay.
Brock Osweiler.
He looked okay, right?
He had the best game of his career.
Yeah.
Like 356 yards or some shit.
Buffalo at Indy. Indianapolis is favored by 7.5 points versus Buffalo.
I ain't touching that game.
Houston at Jacksonville. Jacksonville by 5.
There's nobody I bet on. I don't
almost
know
like
if the Cowboys can beat the Redskins. It's a humongous game, though.
That's going to be a good game.
That should be the game of the week,
Yeah,
regardless.
Dallas at Washington. Washington's favored by 1.5.
I would take the over if it's 41.5.
It is 41.5. Yeah, okay.
I'd take that over. I like that over.
This one's interesting. New Orleans at Baltimore. Baltimore's favored by 2.5. Weird.
Wow, Baltimore's playing good, and their defense is good.
I think I'd take New Orleans in a field goal.
So far, that's mine too.
The Rams at San Francisco. This is your lock, Ari, because the San Francisco 49ers 10-point underdogs at home.
Why did I not see that one?
Rams at San Francisco.
There was no line. Yeah. You want to take, for sure, man. Take San Francisco. That's okay. That is. Hey guys, can I get a shot of me on this on the screen for a second?
Hang on. Yeah, working out.
But I would like to say that San Francisco against Los Angeles. Taking San Francisco is my lock of the week.
I am. Well, I'll take that over in that.
A couple more. Cincy at Kansas City. Kansas City
you think they're down 16, get a meaningless fucking 7 points? It's for sure it's going to happen.
Yeah, okay. Cincy is underdog at Kansas City, 6-point underdog. Giants at Atlanta. Atlanta's favored by 5.5 over the Giants. And then we don't have a line for Miami, Houston.
I mean, that over on Atlanta is good, too, because we can't stop anybody, and we score a lot of points. 54 the over for Atlanta and the Giants.
I don't know if the Giants can score that many points.
Have you seen our defense? Fight Nanny can get 2 touchdowns against the Falcons. And she doesn't even know what she's doing as a parent. I tease. She's a great mother for the last, what? How long have you been a mom?
6 months.
Yeah, you've been a great mother for 3 months.
Yeah, for 180 days.
Where was
she
you had the other 3 months?
But where were you? I don't know. You're the mom. Where were you leaving her? Just leaving her. I know I had something.
Have you ever forgotten the baby anywhere?
No.
I
don't see how that's possible.
Okay. Oh,
it's super possible.
People leave babies in cars and stuff all the time.
I'm watching it.
I don't get it.
I go to the movies. I'm watching a movie. If kind of get a little sleepy. I get a text. Next thing you know, I'm in my car, and then I'm like, "Oh fuck, where's the baby?" Yeah. And it was at home before I learned to go to the movies.
I don't get it.
My lock of the week is going to be New Orleans over Baltimore.
Wow.
I like that one.
Yep.
I'm with you.
3-point. They're 3-point dogs.
Is lock of the week for Bet DSI?
2.5.
It sure is. That's a great point. Thanks, Fight Nanny.
I was actually just asking because it's so fun and exciting, and I love listening to it. I was wondering what the purpose was. That's
the purpose, is to tell all of our good fans that from our good friends at BetDSI.com, you can get the app. It's great. I highly recommend the app because then you can gamble wherever you are, and who doesn't want to do that? If you use the code PUNCH25, you get 25 free dollars to gamble with. And we just gave you our locks of the week. Johnny, what was yours?
I was on yours.
Okay, so there's 3 right there. Johnny likes New Orleans and Baltimore.
That would have been mine.
And Ari likes the Niners getting 10 points at home. Take that $25, throw all of it on all those games we just picked. And that's, you have 2-team parlay right there. Put in another $100. Guess what? They'll double that for you.
Take
so
out
now you got $225. Bet all of that on our locks of the week because we've been right a lot.
Do you guarantee it, Jayson, that it'll be?
I do not guarantee it, but what I do guarantee is that you will like working and betting on BetDSA.com. They have all the sports going. There's all kinds of prop bets that you can do. It's simple. It's easy. They don't. Just like SeatGeek, every bet's guaranteed. What does that mean? Every bet's guaranteed.
It's guaranteed to lose you money.
No, or win. I get tweets every week.
Or possibly win.
I get tweets every week of people saying, "Hey, thanks."
It's guaranteed
I
they'll
won.
take your money anyway if you lose.
But it's also guaranteed they'll pay if you win.
That's true. Yeah, I turned $25 into $250 the bonus. And
Oh, you did?
Took it out. Yeah.
I had it up to like almost $580.
Took it out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And then I lost. I bet against the Globetrotters.
I just got it. I was right like 4 weeks in a row. What were the odds on that?
Yeah. Oh, it was great. It was astronomical. Did you ever see that Simpsons?
50,000 to 1. How do I not bet on this?
That episode of The Simpsons and Krusty's lawyers are like, "You're running out of money, Krusty. You're running out of money." And he's like, "What do you mean I'm running out of money?" And they're like, "Look at this. You bet $100,000 on the Washington Generals against the Globetrotters." And he goes, "They would do."
That's great.
And then it like cuts to a shot of him watching the TV, but you can't see but it's just him going, "Take the ball from him. He's spinning it on his finger. Just grab the ball. He's using a ladder. How can he use a ladder?"
Good. The South Park did a big nod to The Simpsons this week at the end. Did you see that?
I haven't watched this week's.
Yeah, it was like Mr. Hanky. They had him kind of be like the Roseanne celebrity figure who said stupid shit and got kicked out of public life. And so they kick him out of public life onto the set of The Simpsons, basically, where you can be a racist, homophobe or whatever, and it's still cool.
Oh,
like the last refuge of free speech.
Oh,
Simpsons.
because of Apu.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because of that dumb documentary, The Problem with Apu or whatever.
Then when they cut back to after he was watching the Globetrotters, they cut back to him, and he's lighting a cigar with a $100 bill. And his lawyers are like, "See?" He goes, "Oh."
Casper, our listener Casper, asks about UFC Jones versus Gustafsson 2, and then it's Cyborg versus Nunez for UFC 232.
Finally. I'd love to see Amanda win that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something inappropriate.
Nobody touched Cyborg, not for a long time.
But I would like it.
Yeah.
What do you think about all that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like me and Ari always agree.
Yeah, it's like kind of like you might want fucking.
You might be the father, Ari.
Suck that dick completion and just fucking gobble it, but like it ain't gonna happen.
Ari, you might be the father. You might be the father.
Exactly how I meant to describe the fight. How Ari just did.
Yeah, that's true. See, you guys always agree. It's because you guys always agree. What about John Jones? Now, Cormier even said he thinks John Jones wins that.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to go against John Jones.
I mean, he also won the first fight.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a close one, but clearly John Jones won. People were like, it was a bad decision. It was like, no, it was just closer than he's ever had.
Yeah.
But it was still 3-1. It was 3-2.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Daniel Cormier and what is it? The Black Beast? What's his real name? I always want to say Derek Brunson.
It's
when is that going to happen? That's going to happen. That's going to happen after the Brock Lesnar fight.
No, it's this.
No.
It's on the 3rd. November
it's like
3rd.
Derek Lewis.
It's like, yeah, Derek Lewis.
I don't know why I get their names mixed up.
Cormier's not fighting Brock next?
No, it makes no sense.
No.
What happened to the Brock Lesnar fight? The money fight?
I don't know. I really don't understand what's happening.
Well, is Lesnar still under like drug suspension?
No, they already hyped it on purpose. Dude, I'm pissed off. The fact that Dana White has gone from like, I mean, they talk about the black eye in the sport from what happened after the Khabib McGregor fight, but like, what about the black eye in the fight on the fight game that like the best fighter doesn't get a chance to fight for the title because you'd rather have the money fight? What happened to integrity?
That's what's happening.
Why does Ferguson not get the next shot instantly at the title shot there? He never lost, and he's only been out 6 months. Why are you talking about Brock Lesnar? Why are you talking about a rematch between Khabib and a guy who's been out for 2 years, hasn't won in 2 years?
That rematch goes exactly like that
about?
too. They rematch again, and it goes exactly the same way. Nothing
Exactly.
different.
So what are we even saying? Oh, but this will be a bigger money fight. It's like, I know, but if you respect the sport,
It
then
should
give the
be.
guy who should be the title holder the chance to get it back.
It should be Nate
It's
Diaz.
dumb.
It should be Nate Diaz against fucking Conor for the trilogy, and it should be.
Exactly.
It should be. It should be Ferguson Khabib.
Title shots.
His-
People who don't deserve it.
His uncle.
That's the black in the sport.
His uncle today or yesterday, Khabib's uncle, said that they offered him $15 million. I can't believe they've already done this. Offered him $15 million to fight Conor again, and this is a quote, but Khabib said no, let Conor stand in line, let him fight with the others. Khabib wants to fight Ferguson and then finish his career. That's what his uncle said.
Khabib should fight Ferguson. He cares about the sport. He's like, this guy, we're supposed to fight 3 times already. He's the other best guy in my division.
Can you believe
he knows goddamn well Conor McGregor is not one of the best guys in his division. Definitely. So why is he stopping to prepare these money fights when his legacy is, let me clean out my division of the best people. And Tony Ferguson is the best guy in his division that he hasn't faced.
Do you believe they've already offered them that, though? A rematch with Conor?
Yeah.
With all this suspension
like,
and
shit
shit still in
how would Conor fans even want to watch that? Like, would they like him after watching him get beat again?
$15 million.
That's the thing. I think a rematch does nothing for Khabib legacy-wise.
$15 million.
Legacy. We're just talking about the sport. We're not talking about the money. Legacy-wise.
0.
And it destroys
15.
Connor's.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Because all the hype would be over.
Yeah, it's so stupid. He's so stupid.
Yeah,
it should
be over.
It should be Diaz and Conor.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't want to help him go back into the fucking mainstream. Let him be on the sides like he should be. He's fucking won some lucky fights.
He's a celebrity. That's what he's a celebrity fighter.
He got Alder rushed him. That shouldn't have gone that way. Like, honestly, man. And then he fought a faker. He fought a fake title holder at 55. You know, he shouldn't be the title holder. He could never beat like the guys who actually won. He could never beat at 70 Tyron Woodley. It's like he can't beat the main guys. He can beat a guy who upset a main guy, and that's about it.
Yeah.
He can't beat a wrestler.
I don't think Conor beats Diaz in the third fight.
I hope not.
Me too.
I think kind of let him back in it, to be honest, to set up a third fight.
If he fights him and loses, what do you think Conor does after that? Diaz. Any fight like that.
I mean,
if he
does he
45 title?
I think that he has a little bit of that, like, now that he has, got over $100 million, I think he's not as hungry. I think it's like in a Rocky movie where he's like, all of a sudden he's got a robot butler and a fucking, a tiger in his fucking backyard.
He's a cokehead. His career's over. He'll still get some wins. He'll still train hard, but like, it's like what Tripoli said, cokeheads and fucking people who find Jesus, they're just not quite as good. So the one little step down, if you're at 90%, that's still good. You can still beat some guys, but you can't consistently beat the top guys like he was.
Then why does John Jones win? He's a cokehead.
Why does what?
Because he's a genetic
John Jones
freak.
is a cokehead.
His 10% down is still better than everybody else.
That's crazy, yeah. Because they always say like he doesn't train that much, does drugs, and he's just like,
he's a genetic
that's
freak.
Just how good I am.
That guy's just a freak.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say exception proves the rule because it doesn't really prove the rule. But
I never understood that. Yeah. That was an exception.
Well, his legacy. It's just your legacy that gets hurt. Eventually people are just like, you go to jail so many times where you're like, fuck this guy.
Well, Conor, Conor. I know you're talking about Jones, but Conor, I'd like to see, maybe he just goes to the box, like, because he looked okay enough against Mayweather, who's the best fighter of all time, possibly.
Or WWE. Can't you see him in WWE?
Yeah, absolutely WWE.
He'll be the next Ronda, like, that goes to the WWE.
Yeah, he could just take over that Roddy Piper. How is she getting away with just doing his whole act, by the way? Have you seen her fight? She does Rowdy Piper. The fucking bagpipes, and she's got a kilt on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she's called Rowdy Ronda Rousey is what she's calling herself. She just ripped off his whole character.
That's gross. I heard she has BO in her pussy.
Oh, God.
I heard her pussy smells like an armpit with a pussy in it.
Why would you tell me that?
That'd be a cool place to have a pussy right in your armpit. You're not even kidding. Sure as shit, there she is.
Yeah.
I mean, just ripped.
Even the font of her shirt is the same.
Stole his essence.
So dumb. I know. She's like, it's like, she's trash.
I mean,
man.
you couldn't even come up with
She
your
is
own
trashy.
He wore it better.
He did wear it better.
Wore it better. That's hilarious.
One time he was at the Improv. It was so cool when we all got to get to know him and hang out with him and shit. Like, he was one of the few like celebrity people that that you actually did personally know. That when you would tell your friends, they're like, "No way!" I'm like, "Swear to God, man."
How was his stand-up?
Piper?
Pretty good. He just tells stories. He had such a crazy life. It was more just like him.
Dude, me fighting Piper at the Naughty Show was one of my highlights of stand-up.
It was awesome.
At all, in my whole career.
It was awesome. That was awesome. So he's at the Improv.
Sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers, yeah. At a different time, he was at the Improv and sitting at the front bar. You know that bar that's in the front? Not the side by the lab, but the bar that's in the front. And it's like an earlier show, and I was on the same show. So I walk up behind him, and he always had that same black leather coat. and he's just totally sitting by himself. And there's nobody there. I'm like, that is Piper. So I get behind him and I fucking kind of put him in like a fucking rear naked choke from behind, but not like cinched it in, but I had it in. And he quickly turns around and like, who the fuck is this? And I had a scarf on, and he just tightened my scarf, like was just choking me with my own scarf. And he goes, "You're lucky it's you son of a bitch." And I was like, yeah.
He's really working on you, Ari.
Oh yeah, he's playing the piano with his head.
Yeah, he goes, "That was just improv." I was like, "Good improv."
Did that hurt at all? Any of that? Did you get injured in any way?
No, he had to flail to make it seem like it would hurt more. He goes, "If you don't flail, I'm gonna have to hurt you to make it seem real. But if you flail,
and takes his belt off and
I
starts
will."
beating him with it.
Yeah, belt off.
I've never seen this.
To
I didn't
defend
know
the
about
honor
this.
of a porn star.
Oh, that's a porn
So
chick.
that,
I missed all the porn chick fun. When are you in
look at
town?
Triple
When are you in
into
town?
his suit.
When are you in town for the hot dog thing?
Triple
Ari?
can't fit
What-
into his
what
suit.
That's
weekend?
when he can fit into the suit.
Yeah, I am there.
All right, when do you get in town this week? I heard.
Yeah, I'm getting in Thursday night. I'm gonna be begging on Friday. I got a good corner picked out.
So you'll be
This
here
New York-
Tuesday?
And it doesn't work. Nobody looks at homeless people here. They can't get any money.
Will you be here Tuesday?
Yeah, next week.
Next
I'll
week.
be in studio.
Okay. All right, so we have to make preparations.
And then we got
Preparation.
we also
H.
have to take a day, and maybe the three of us sit down and write, or maybe we can even do it on the show next
Porn,
week.
yeah.
Write that porn for Rent is Easy.
I started a little bit.
Oh, nice. Send me what you got. I'll beat off to it.
Can't wait to see the treatment for this Steve Renazizi porn. What did you say the title was? The day before 9/11 or something? November,
10th.
September.
Oh, September 10th is the day. Is the title.
Does he know?
No.
The other
Well, he
op-
knows he's doing it.
No, I know, but
The other option is to be like to show the World Trade Center like falling down and then kind of pan over to what he's doing and not at the World Trade Center, like getting fucked
Well,
by a dude.
Kissing a guy. Kissing a guy. Oh, shit.
By the way, I gotta stop saying that. That's why
What?
I say "by the way" a lot. I'm sorry.
By the way, you do say that a lot.
I know. I finished the Norm show. on
Oh, I loved
Netflix.
it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald has a show.
Lorne Michaels seems like kind of a handful, huh?
Yeah, Lorne Michaels definitely seemed like he's
Like a extra.
like a bit of a cunt
Yeah.
is a word I would think of. And Judge Judy one was kind of a little boring.
Yeah, a little boring, but I thought they did well with it. I mean,
My favorite joke was when
shit.
what's wrong?
Spade was
he
really
spilled
good.
more coffee.
Letterman was really good.
My favorite story was when Drew Barrymore was on there, and she seems fun.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore was on there, and he's like, oh, and she's talking about animal rights or something, and Norm's like, oh yeah, one time I was over there in Thailand, and hey, I ate monkey brains. Apparently a big thing they do over there. I ate some monkey brains. And she's like, what? She's like, how did it taste? He goes, mine tasted stupid.
So fun.
No, I haven't. Hey guys, Sam Morrill's here. We're gonna do a podcast.
All right.
I thought we were done.
Well, that's
soon,
perfect
so-
time. We are done. Ari, I'll see you in 2 days. Looking forward to seeing you. And Aaron, thanks. I'm glad nothing caught fire today. Nanny, good seeing you as well. And Johnny,
Not
Suck
good
it.
seeing you.
suck it. So everybody
Bye,
suck
guys.
it. Go to bed
All right,
DSI.
see ya.
Use punch
Yes.
25.
All right, hold on a second.
What?
No, I mean
What?
in the show. But can are you gonna let me film the from across the street the begging? No.
There it is, guys.
Sorry,
Suck it.
Patreon people.